Alright, welcome back to another stream. Welcome back to Genshin. I'm kind of meant to do story instead, but then I'm like, nay, I want to say the story. I want to continue on with the story, to be honest. So that's what we'll do tonight. Or today, rather. It's actually early in today because it's Saturday for the very least. Either way, welcome to the Snezhnaya. We have completed Act 1 in the last stream, where we have kind of heard how Snezhnaya works. With the witch and everything. We were basically spectating, hang on, I think it was 10 AM. We were spectating their talk, and What about, like, Project Susha and everything like that? We have gained quite a bit of information. And not just that, but basically, from my understanding, there is Lelek. We don't know who Lelek is, but for some reason they seem to be focusing on Odette specifically. I'd be kind of surprised if she was, because I would have thought that the game would probably go ahead and pick someone else higher ranking for that. Like higher ranking from the Fatui, because I would not be surprised if it turns out to be something or someone from Fatui Internal. I would not be surprised if that was the case, right? It doesn't have to be the case. But I feel like it's the most obvious choice, rather, right? Although Odette did seem to be fairly knowledgeable about Fatui, or the very least she did like these purchase orders and everything. So presumably she knows quite a bit. But either way. Who knows, I would say. Yeah, we are still in Act 2, so... Why is that there? Doesn't that usually only show up if you abort something? I didn't think I did. But it's suddenly a lot more snowy, so maybe that's why. But yeah, anyway, so far, welcome to Snezhnaya. We have the... We have the Tsaitsa who's apparently somewhere in the east battling a monster or something like that. Why is the camera moving like this? I mean, I have to be honest. Okay, never mind. I was trying to take a photo of that, but I guess not. Actually, could take a photo of that. Need something for the thumbnail, as always.
It sure is cold today. I wonder how much heavier the snow's gonna get. Here to see Odette? I just need to see your tickets for the preview. Perfect. Thank you. I'll hold on to your tickets. Come on in. It's freezing outside.
And somehow we're the only one in here, well, like here right now. Which is... I mean, I would have expected at least someone else to be around, if you know what I mean.
I'll leave the Lelek question until after the show's over. Then I'll go find Odette.
Because, like, it was said that she's, like, incredibly popular, but it's actually fairly empty.
Going to come with Tonya. So I'm guessing Tonya's already here somewhere. Is there anyone here who looks like a Tonya? Let's see. It's a small audience. Makes sense for a preview. But wait, I do see something.
There's the guy from yesterday, I think.
Mr. Chuganov's back again by the looks of it. Oh, and is that Mitya? And that Fatui officer, Valeri. Guess he must be playing cat and mouse with Mitya again.
I guess, but I would have thought that, actually, it would have always been tracking him back to the laboratory or whatever.
Found Tonya. Never mind.
At least I would have thought.
Have to take a seat for now and see
but
if I can catch her
apparently,
afterwards.
I guess maybe not. And there she is. This time he's paying attention at least, and I guess making sure to write what's actually happening. I doubt... Was that intentional? I guess... There's just the music, so I don't know. The light was flickering, that one guy was phrasing, and it didn't look like anything out of the ordinary happened, or rather, I mean, it seemed like people were, oh, what was that on about? But maybe we will see.
Today's performance was a very special one for us, as it marks the first attempt in a long time to revive the classic Snezhnayan ballet, Spirit Seeker. To commemorate this occasion, we would love to take a group photo of the cast, crew, and audience members present today. Could I kindly ask the audience to please come up onto the stage?
All right, everyone, huddle in a little more. Now, look at the camera. 1, 2, 3.
Not many people around, but just like it said earlier, it is a
you don't have any other escape plans
it
to
was
add
a
to my
preview.
workload today.
What are you talking about, Sarge? This was simply my way of inviting you to watch Miss Odette's new show with me. And wasn't the performance spectacular? In the future, I heartily encourage you to take a leaf out of my book. Find some soul-nourishing pastimes to enrich your time outside of work.
But still, I would have assumed he would just drag Mitya back to wherever he needs to be for work as soon as he sees him. At least I thought it was the case.
Outside of work. These are working hours.
Working hours and non-working hours are just a social construct. Human technology can never advance if we're too rigid in our thinking, Sarge.
May we leave now?
Already? I mean, I was kinda hoping to soak up the atmosphere for a little longer, but... No? Okay, guess I'm pushing my luck. Didn't seem like too much to ask, but fair enough. Off we go then, Sarge. Back to the land of working hours. Lead the way.
Him making sure that Mitya stays at least somewhat on track, I
It
guess.
has to be her. She's the only person in the audience around Tonya's age. Excuse me, are you Tonya?
It looks like she
Your
is.
brother's busy today, so I took his ticket. Don't worry about him, he's fine.
Oh, okay. Sorry for the trouble.
She also got a
What's
cold,
wrong? Are
or
you sick?
No, I'm fine. It's nothing.
Maybe she caught a cold on the way here because of the weather.
I mean, we did see it was quite stormy.
I haven't seen snow like this in a long, long time.
I know.
Oh.
It's completely white out there. You can barely see a thing. I've never seen such
Is
heavy
it supposed to
snow
be
in
a
my
sign
life.
of we should stay here, perhaps?
Let's wait it out for now. You'd be lucky not to freeze to death in this weather, let alone find your way.
Well, look at that. Maybe we shouldn't be in such a rush to get back after all. What do you think?
He's going to be pissed,
Let's
isn't he?
wait and see.
Why do you need to take it so seriously? Fate has given us this wonderful chance to take a break. We owe it to ourselves to make the most of it.
Come to think of it, there's a small inn not far from here that always keeps plenty of extra blankets on hand for guests.
Is it a good idea to leave this building, though?
I know the route well. Shall I head over and borrow a few blankets? That way, anyone in a hurry can wrap up warm for the journey back. Just remember to return them next time you're over this way.
Is it a good idea to leave, though?
Sir, there's really no need to go to all that trouble.
Oh, Mitya doesn't want to
Hey,
be like,
it's
oh,
no trouble at all. Wait here, I'll be right back.
I mean... I feel like that's not a good
Kind
idea.
gentlemen. Very good. My wife and daughter are waiting
If
for me at
people are
home, so
worried
I
about
shall be heading
leaving,
back as
why is
soon
he
as I get my
leaving to
blanket.
go somewhere? I don't think that's a good idea.
So are you expecting us to go back to the Armory Palace wrapped in blankets too?
Don't worry about that. I made arrangements in advance. Should I not return to the Armory Palace within 3.5 hours after Operation Showtime begins, an armed squad will be sent to collect us.
Well, I guess he
They will
could. I
escort us
didn't.
back.
I guess he
You are one
didn't
of our
think
key
about
military
that.
personnel, so any weather-related risks must be eliminated.
Operation Showtime? So, wait. Every single time you drag me back to work when I sneak out, it's a whole official operation?
That's kind
I
of
gotta say,
funny, but
you've
I
really
guess it
turned this into
sounds
quite a
like
moral
it.
dilemma for me.
It's snowing pretty hard out there. I think you should stay here for now. You seem a little under the weather.
Sure. My brother might come pick me up in a bit anyway.
Time to get to work. I should head backstage and find Odette.
Right, now we're looking
I need
for
to look her in
Odette.
the eye and ask her about
In the
Lelic.
meanwhile, we have no idea what's actually happening. Well,
Excuse
it's
me,
snowing
Are
outside.
you looking for someone?
I'm looking for Odette. What do I need? Why are we getting options? Why are we getting options? Hmm. Now it's. I guess we should be. I guess it doesn't matter. Otherwise, we wouldn't get these options.
Ah, a fan, I'm guessing? Today is just a dress rehearsal, so Miss Odette won't be meeting with fans. She's taking a well-earned rest right now. Sorry, but that area is currently off limits to everyone except the cast and crew.
Bad timing, I guess. Well, I might as well stick around. I doubt Odette will be leaving before the snow lets up in any case.
I doubt either. An hour goes by, but a snowstorm shows no sign of stopping. Why don't you close the door then?
What happened to the gentleman who went to fetch the blankets? How has he still not returned?
I don't think that was a good
I was
idea.
thinking the same thing. It's still snowing very hard. Do you think something might have happened to him?
Whatever the reason for his delay, I must say I hate nothing more than people who make empty promises and fail to deliver.
I don't think it was a good idea that he
Well,
went out.
I have to treat my employees like that on occasion, but that's different.
You seem anxious, Mr. Valeri.
Oh, I suspect those armored guys aren't showing up either.
It's been nearly 4 hours since I left the armory. The army should have arrived to extract us by now.
So something is going wrong.
They know how much I despise tardiness and disrupted plans. There's simply no reason that they shouldn't have shown up by now, barring exceptional circumstances.
I suspect this. To be fair, we are not far
Surely
away.
a snowstorm like this one counts as such.
Few things in this world can stop the Snezhnayan army, Mr. Mitya. And a snowstorm is certainly not one of them.
Why don't you go out and take a look? They might be right outside, waiting for your orders before they dare come in.
Well,
An
you,
absurd
Mitya, you should have
hypothesis.
seen what
I
just
have no
happened to the
intention
other
of
guy
leaving your
that
side
left.
for even a moment until I have escorted you back to
So,
the Armory Palace.
Based on the fact that he never came back,
doesn't
I
look like an
don't
ordinary
think it's a
snowstorm to
good
me.
idea to leave.
That guy who left earlier. It looked like he just vanished into thin air. Either that, or my eyes were playing tricks on me.
A man-eating snowstorm? Come on. Night hasn't even fallen yet. Spare us the ghost stories.
To be fair, clearly no one's coming. At least from...
Traveler, didn't know you were coming today. How come you didn't say anything?
Oh, right. We are here because, of course, Odette is being suspected. No, let's be honest.
Right. I assumed you were looking for me and Vodenitsa. Odette's still backstage. Whoa, that's quite a snowstorm out there. I've been working backstage this whole time, so I didn't even notice. No wonder the audience hasn't left yet.
Is weather like this rare, even in Snezhnaya?
Seems like it.
Yeah, snow like this. I'm sure I've seen it out in the wild
But
before, but never in
basically,
the
if
city.
you leave, you're not coming back. So at least from what we
Actually,
know
I
right
take that
now.
back. I don't think I've seen snow this bad, even in the wild. This is something else. It's not normal.
If even Alyosha thinks snow like this isn't normal, could it have anything
That
to do
would
with
make
that
sense
monster
why
people have
the
been talking
army
about?
didn't show up. Because again, he just
We
mentioned
can't
that
stay
they should
cooped
have,
up here
like
forever.
Valeri mentioned,
Someone needs to go out
they
and
should
take a
have
look.
been here already by far. Should I go with you?
No need. I have plenty of experience with snowstorms. Besides, I work here while you're an audience member. I should be the one to do it.
Why aren't we just doing it together?
Everyone by the door. Careful not to let the snow soak into your shoes. In a snowstorm, you gotta look after your toes above all else.
Heading out, my man? Be careful. I've been told the snowstorm eats people alive.
Thanks for the advice. I am
Although
planning
to be fair, I'm surprised that they
I
aren't just
wanna
closing
take
the
a quick look
door.
at the situation out there.
Because again, like, I'm pretty sure you should probably be sheltering. Oh. But he's going alone. There he is.
He's back! He's back! How was it?
Oh, he
What's
has
going on out
returned.
there?
Okay.
Did you see any soldiers patrolling the area?
Something about this storm isn't right. There's no one out there. I didn't see a single soul. And something in the air gives me the creeps.
So are they stuck alone?
This isn't your average snowstorm. I suspect it might be related to recent events in our nation. I strongly advise everyone to stay here until the snow dies down.
Are you serious? So all of us are trapped here now? That sounds a little far-fetched to me.
You want to go outside and see?
I mean, you'd assume that'd be...
for one, am
Well,
not
there doesn't
risking
have
my
to
neck
be
in that
anyone
weather.
because they're all sheltering in their homes.
This just turned from a minor delay into a major hassle.
We can only hope that our friend who went to fetch the blankets just ditched us and went home.
Is it really that bad? But my daughter, I won't be able to read her a bedtime story tonight.
Somehow I don't buy this sentence from you, Chugnov.
Huh? What are you all still doing here? Whoa, it's snowing hard.
Yeah, that's why. The cast and crew from backstage are quickly brought up
So
to the
now we're stuck here?
date on the
Oh,
situation.
This is terrible. Luckily, it was just a dress rehearsal today, so there aren't too many people here. On the bright side, the theater's always well stocked with supplies. If the snow still doesn't let up as we get into the evening, you can spend the night here, everyone.
Question is why though?
At
Like
least,
why?
I assume
well,
that's all right.
usually you'd
Odette?
say, of course, it's just the weather, but I mean, there has been like they have been saying like, oh, monster has been causing snowstorms, so
Fine by me.
This seems like a sensible backup plan under the circumstances. My thanks to the theater for being so accommodating.
What are you staring outside and praying for, my man? You anxious to get home too?
Oh, your majesty the Tsaritsa, I beg you, please do not let tonight's snowstorm stop.
what? Is he a
This
fan
is
of
a
like
golden opportunity
Odette or
to spend the night under the same roof
He
as
is.
the two top stars in all of Snezhnaya? It's a once-in-a-lifetime experience.
I think I've changed my mind.
Yeah, I'd probably do that as well.
Sir, if you so much as look at us funny, you'll be seeing stars in a whole other way. Behave yourself, or you'll be begging for that blizzard.
It's getting colder. We need to keep the indoor temperature up.
Close the door. Why is it even still open?
Close the door and lock it tight. Let's head somewhere warmer.
Alright, chapter 7, Act too. Why did he... Oh, we can't... Oh! Okay, I'm actually surprised that we can't do that. I guess let's go from left to right. Kulish, a staff member of the Korolevsky Theater. Exceptionally diligent and reliable, he rarely makes mistakes. Regular theatergoers know him well, and as he has long been responsible for checking tickets at the entrance. He also seems to be a fan of Odette. Right next to him, Alyosha. Alyosha, a hunter from the other tier and a member of the row cart. He often takes part-time jobs at the Korolevsky Theater to make ends meet. He may well have been the very first friend you made after arriving in Snezhnaya. That's true. Now, what are you? No details yet? Chukunov, we already know him well, I guess? Or at least, well... We don't know him well, but we've heard a lot of him about him yet at this point. Owner of the Iskra manufacturing plant and a member of the Snezhnaya Red Chair. He carefully maintains the image of a devoted family man and deeply loves his wife and daughter. The factory he operates is known for excessive energy waste. Next up we have what appears to be Childi's sister? Yeah, the younger sister of Tartaglia. He talks about her so often that this is the first time you've actually met her in person. Though in poor health and prone to coughing, she's excited about spending the night away from home. But that's obviously me. Right, Odette. You're halfway through. Odette, the principal ballerina of the Korolevsky troupe. Also a member of the Fatui and a candidate to become the next Harbinger, the Fair Lady. She's actually additionally suspected of having another identity, Lelek, who operates from the shadows. Thinking about it, if she's a candidate to become a Harbinger, she's actually fairly high up. So never mind. That would fit into the thing that I had been saying earlier, where I would expect it to be someone high-ranking of the Fatui, right? Anyway, hydration reminder. Alright, next up should be the guy behind him. Valerie, yep, there we go. Head of the Special Assignments Battalion, Armory Palace Royal Grenadier Guards 1st Regiment. As a soldier, he places great importance on planning and timing. He is currently assigned to protect Mitya, an important figure within the military. Wodyanitsa, the prima donna of the Korolevsky troupe, a mysterious Vasalka whose extraordinary singing has captivated all countless audiences. A member of the row cart, she cares deeply about the welfare of ordinary people. Next up is Mitya, an expert in the Energy Commission and a prominent figure in the military. He has an exceptional command of all manner of energy-related technologies. Though he can be rather talkative at times, his scarf more than makes up for it, as we've already seen. No info about her yet, no info about him either. Rampana, a staff member at the Korolevsky Theater. Drawn there by the dreams of a celebrity lifestyle, she now handles duties such as announcing performances and hosting events. She can occasionally get a little too fixated on things. That should already be everyone. Okay, got it. Oh, I wonder if this updates then over time. What happens if we try to go outside again? Nothing with, except wind noises. Okay, I'm guessing we went backstage. Because backstage is probably a lot easier to keep it warm than the entire stage, right? That's what I suspect. I also have to say though, that it looks quite nice. Yeah, there you go. Maybe that's why we have all these rooms here. Either way, first two, Chuganov and Shum.
And then there's the aristocrats. Easiest of all to deal with. You don't need to use any force.
I guess here we are now collecting info about the people that on the photo are marked with no info yet. I suspect.
I don't. Do tell.
Because nothing horrifies them more than the thought of a cheap, coarse rope leaving creases on their precious million more coat. They'll do whatever you ask to avoid that fate.
Unexpected, but funny.
Shum is a mercenary. We already know what they tend to do.
Well, look at that. I got myself a new listener. Hey there. Let me introduce myself. The name's Shram, and I'm a mercenary. The kind that gets paid to do odd jobs for rich folks.
And I am Chuganov, an entrepreneur. If my name is unfamiliar to you, you will no doubt have heard of my factory, the renowned Iskra manufacturing plant.
Well, yeah, I already kind of know that, but I don't think he knows.
Are you really that famous, Mr. Chuganov? How come I've never heard your name
Seems like
before?
they don't know us, so that's cool.
Excuse me? Is that a joke? Or are you being serious?
Oh, I'll have to ask my rope later. He's probably tied up more entrepreneurs than I've ever heard of.
And suddenly the conversation got real awkward. Right, looks like we've got more info. Do we have a shortcut? Doesn't seem like it. In which case, it's probably here. I assume it just got updated then. Yeah, I think we weren't able to read him just before that. Shum, an independent mercenary, unaffiliated with any mercenary organization. Flexible in the jobs he takes, he often works for the Snezhnaya nobles. Outgoing and humorous, he has an endless supply of mercenary jokes. I wonder why. Okay, but nothing else. Question is, where is everyone else? What do we have inside? Tonya!
How are you feeling, Tonya?
I'm fine. Sorry to worry you. I'm used to it by this point. I take medicine for it. My brother usually helps to get it ready for me.
Child must take great care of his sister. He's never mentioned Tonya's illness, though.
Probably because I guess either it's a case of don't worry about it, or he doesn't want to bother anyone about it, or he just doesn't want anyone to know about it.
No. I actually find this whole thing kind of exciting. Stuck in a strange place thanks to a snowstorm, having to spend the night with a bunch of interesting characters. It's pretty cool, don't you think?
You're right, it's certainly a novel experience. I'm sure most kids share that wish.
Exactly. It's like one of those stories where an ordinary school trip turns into a magical adventure. I've always wanted something like that to happen in real life.
Well,
Fine, really.
she has said she would usually get medicine, so maybe she maybe don't have it handy right now, but maybe she should just relax, I suspect.
Look after yourself. Otherwise, your brother will come after me.
Yeah, please do that. Alright, okay, next up, Turgov and Soboleva.
My husband has major trust issues. to him, I doubt even this snowstorm is a good enough excuse for me to stay out all night.
That's the price of marrying into wealth. You'll get used to it. I'm not about to stop you if you want to leave, but don't drag me along.
Do I...
Hello? Can I help you?
I certainly hope that you guys aren't doing any funny business with each other. Wrong button. Hang on. Let's see, what do we have any info now additionally? Those two. So Boliva, a wealthy businesswoman who began her career selling fashionable cold weather clothing. Later she married into a prominent family to expand her business. Nowadays, however, it seems that her business has instead been absorbed by that family. And Torgov, a wealthy businessman who made his fortune in the energy industry. With support from the Northland Bank, his business grew larger and larger. At some point, however, it began to feel as though the Northland Bank had become the one truly calling the shots. So both kind of giving up the independence of their companies. Okay, it looks like we already have info of everyone. Yeah, I'm guessing that we'll maybe get some more info as we go through here. What do we have down here? Still nobody, just a room to store things in. Okay. But still, there's gotta be a reason why that room exists. Okay, that room is closed and we can only go in here. So there we go. Mitya and Valeri first.
This is highly irregular. A delay of over an hour during an operation like this theoretically warrants a Harbinger-level response. I wonder what the issue is. The storm.
Sarge, the day you learn to let go and just enjoy moments like this is the day you'll finally understand the meaning of life.
Now, it's starting to feel like he's concerned for a reason.
Why, hello, sir. I believe you were the one sitting at a nearby table back at Podvorye restaurant?
Yes.
Any friend of the theater's star performers is a friend of mine. It's a pleasure to meet you. I'm Mitya from the Energy Commission.
Slightly awkward that, you know, he spotted that.
Greetings. Major Valeri, head of the Special Assignments Battalion. Armory Palace Royal Grenadier Guards.
Makes you wonder how he had noticed. But maybe because of he keeps having to avoid Valeri, maybe that's why.
Please let me know if I can be of any assistance.
Yeah, we are the Traveller, delighted to meet you both.
Mr. Traveller, I cannot help but notice that Miss Odette is stealing glances at me. Any idea what that could be about? I've racked my brains, but I can't think of anything I might have done to offend her. Perhaps she noticed me spacing out during her performance?
No idea. Keep breaking those patterns. You'll figure it out. I kind of... No, I don't want to be that.
So, Mr. Mitya, is your work related to Project Stuja?
Yes, that's right. The higher-ups in the Fatui transferred me from the Energy Commission to the Armory Palace because they wanted me to...
Yep, nope.
Really? I can't even talk about that? Pretty sure it counts as part of my private life.
Seems like that's a no.
All right, I won't say anything. Sorry, Traveler. As you can see, I'm afraid this pleasant chat will have to end here.
Surprised that he can't even talk about what he... Well, he was talking about business, Fatui stuff still, so who knows. Alyosha and Wodnyanitsa. We'll save Odette for the last.
I don't think it's ever been this lively backstage before. I didn't know you were coming today. Hey, Have you seen Chuganov? I heard he was coming today. Have you spoken to him at all?
Not really. I mean, we have, kind of.
I'm with you. This could be just the chance we need.
Yeah, I gotta figure out a way to coax some more intel out of him. I want to know why he suddenly changed his stance on Project Stuzha. What exactly happened before the most recent Vetcha vote?
For the Rokad, or just out of personal interest?
Why are you saying Rokad even if you're either way?
There are other people around. Don't say the R word.
You know, you're quite literally just like within here, like within speaking distance. You know? Either way. Well, Odette, Rampana, and Coolidge.
I have to say, even though today was a rehearsal and there were some hiccups along the way, Miss Odette's performance was one of the best I've ever seen, even compared to an actual show.
Oh, I couldn't agree more, especially considering the weight of the subject matter. It takes a truly seasoned professional to do justice to a theme like love and regret. Do you think we were coming on too strong? Odette's ignoring us again.
What about you? What did you think of today's performance?
If there's one way to piss her off, which we already know, it's the first option. Sorry. To be fair, I could not give any feedback. I was a little weird by it because it seemed like there's just music and that's it. I think that's just a game, I guess, maybe doing that.
Oh my, that's very flattering of you. Thank you. I'll make sure to save a ticket for you when the show's performance ready.
This doesn't seem like the time or place to bring up the subject of Lelik. I need a chance to speak with her in private.
So unfair. Talk about double standards.
And now it looks like I've been spotted.
I mean, they were literally standing right next. There was no way.
You know Mitya too?
No, I don't. I just have a feeling that he might be dangerous.
Dangerous? Why would he be dangerous?
How's it looking, Alyosha?
I mean, I guess dangerous because of his position, I guess. Time flies by as people make a light-hearted conversation and gradually get to know one another. Before you know it, the evening grows late.
No change from this afternoon. Heavy snow with no sign of slowing down.
May I have your attention, please? The storm is unlikely to stop tonight, and it'll be even more
So everyone's
dangerous
just going to
outside
stay
at night
around,
than it was during the
realistically.
day. We at the theater owe everyone here a duty of care. Therefore, we strongly suggest that you stay
But the
on
thing
site
is, what's
overnight
happening
and avoid going
outside?
outside unless absolutely necessary. In a few short moments, we'll give you a tour of the theater's various quarters. You can choose to sleep in the VIP room, the office, or backstage.
You know, if you're giving the
Honestly, if you
VIP
prefer,
room as an
we won't
option,
mind.
surely everyone's going to try to take the
I'll
VIP
pass on
room.
sleeping on the stage. What if the snow is stopped by tomorrow morning? The early birds in the audience might think we're part of some experimental new show.
A drama about sleeping? That could be fun. Maybe we could come up with a title for the production.
Sleeping Beauty, the slumbering heavenly principles?
Not bad. Clear selling point at least. Could be a big hit.
Anyone who doesn't wish to sleep on the stage, please follow me. I'll show you to the rooms.
Gotta be honest, it's kind of funny. Just sleep on the stage. I guess maybe that's... Oh.
I guess I'll call it a night. Though I feel like I won't sleep very well without Paimon here.
Right, we don't know what's happening to Paimon.
I'm sure she'll be worried that I haven't made it back yet. But as long as she looks out the window, she'll probably realize what's holding me up.
Well, she'd probably be, she'd probably also be, like, concerned.
I wonder if she's feeling any better yet. At least she hasn't been getting any worse. Still, I should try and get back first thing tomorrow morning.
I mean, I feel like... The thing is, she's probably concerned and she doesn't know. Unless we're switching over. What are we looking at? Did we end up in the
finally.
Shadow Realm?
Welcome back to the world of the living, lazy bones. I was about to wake you. The black mist is almost on us.
Oh, we are in the Shadow Realm, aren't we?
Still waking up, huh? You know, the black mist. It's been chasing us from below ever since we were born. You're just dozing. There's no way you've forgotten. Come on, let's keep heading up. Onwards and upwards is the only way to survive.
Or is this like a dream,
Don't
or I'll
listen
be
to a
like
word those
basically
black mist cultists say.
in a dream now?
Here we go again. The endless march towards survival.
What's going on? That black mist down
This
there is
this
creeping
has
me
to be
out.
a dream or
And it's
something like
rising.
that, I think.
Guess I should head upwards and get away from it.
The black mist cultists believe that being swallowed by the black mist leads to everlasting peace. But if you ask me, they're just lying to themselves. We're the only heretics left. The only ones who refuse to give in. We have
I'm not
to
sure if
keep
it's
going.
actually coming for me.
But how do you actually know that they're wrong?
Dangerous question there, Torgov. The moment your faith wavers, you start a chain reaction that ends in the collapse of your will. Put the question out of your mind. Stay strong and believe that the black mist means certain death.
Okay, but it's not my mind that's the problem. My body's about to give up on me. It's already starting to falter.
He's falling quite behind. I don't know if you're actually... It does look like it's slowly coming up.
I can't do this anymore.
I feel like this gotta be a
Enough of
dream.
being forever on the run.
This has to be
What's
like
the
a
point of
dream
it
or
all?
something.
All this will pass eventually, I promise. Keep fighting. It will be worth it.
Like, I suspect this is a dream of,
You accuse
with
the Black Mist cultists of being
no
liars,
real...
but you're lying too. There is no end to this path. It keeps going up forever. There was never any hope to begin with.
Although,
The cult
why
of the
is
Black
it there?
Mist
Why
has
are we
poisoned your
here?
mind, Sobolova. Are you thinking of
Or
giving
maybe
up
this
as
is a
well?
reference to the row card. Who knows?
I am. I think I'll take my chances with the Black Mist over this perpetual torture.
As much as I detest the Black Mist cultists, I'm just too weary.
Like, maybe he's like quite literally... Maybe this dream
Then
is
I bid
kind
you
of
both farewell.
pointing
Let
the
me put my personal
Lelek
opinions aside for a moment and say, I
Lextusha
hope that you
situation.
both find peace within the Black Mist.
So we're just gonna give up on them.
Fate always appears so impossibly complicated. But at moments like this, its raw simplicity is laid bare. Their fate was sealed from the instant they entertained doubt. From then on, the outcome was both inevitable and irreversible. Let's go.
It did seem like it was moving very
Torgov
slowly.
and Sobolova are gone. I never thought the day would come when even they would be swallowed by the Black Mist. It's just you and me now.
Is it just me, or has the Black Mist stopped moving?
Yes, it looks like it's satisfied. For now. This happens from time to time, but it won't be long before the Black Mist starts chasing survivors once again. No one knows how to stop its advance for good. Well, we should make the most of the precious moments of rest that those two bought for us. Huh? Are you really that sleepy, Traveler?
I don't know. I mean, it must be a dream. Like, what else could it be? Although, who knows?
What is it, Chuganov?
Okay, it was a dream. Now we're back in reality.
Is it morning already? What's all the commotion?
Yeah, so this was definitely a dream.
Sounds like it's coming from next door. I should check and see what's going on.
But where are we even at? That's what I would kind of like to know. Lennox confession. Oh, what? Oh, we're up here. That's interesting. Okay, that's interesting. I didn't even realize that there would be like other rooms. I wonder if we can have a look at other ones. Not this one. Not this one either. Although sort of. We can sort of peek through the cracks, I guess. Not with this one though. Anyway, let's see what's happening here. There's Vodnyanitsa and a few, everyone actually.
Don't look, Miss Tonya. Stay here.
What happened?
Okay.
What happened to them?
Oh. Two people are lying down in the room, completely still, as if they're still asleep. Oh, hang on. Is that what we just dreamed about? I mean, they were staying behind, and they were taken by the Black Tide. Or we have an imposter among us. That's also an option, but your gut has been telling... But your gut tells you that they are not sleeping. Somehow you can sense it in your bones. And this is what death looks like.
These two people have passed away. And the strange thing is that somehow I knew this was going to happen. I knew that they would be the ones to die. Have I seen this moment before? Or did I have some kind of premonition? I can't remember what it was.
It was a dream, wasn't it?
No vital signs in either of them. They're dead. The cause of death, however, remains unclear. No wounds on the bodies, no signs of a struggle, and no skin discoloration caused by the buildup of toxins.
But just last night, they were chatting and joking away. This is so sudden.
Also, I just want to note down. Valeri meant that the army was supposed to come here. It is now the next morning.
Could they have had pre-existing medical conditions? Even then, the odds of them
It is
both
the
dying of
next
sudden
morning
complications
and
on
the
the same
army
night
still
are
isn't here.
Extremely low.
It's hard to believe that they died of natural causes, nor does this appear to be a suicide.
Are you suggesting they were murdered?
Who was the first to discover the bodies?
It was me. But these deaths have nothing to do with me, officer. I got up early because I wanted to see if the snow had stopped. Then I noticed that the door to this room was open, and it looked like there was a man and woman inside. I just went over to see what was going on. I had no idea they were...
It would be kind of funny if this turns into a big game of Among Us.
I can corroborate this. I was doing my morning exercises near the stage. When I saw Mr. Chuganov heading this way, I followed him.
Hey, Shrem covering Mr. Chuganov, but he's a mercenary. He could have been born.
I can also confirm that I didn't see a single person approach that room before him.
The snowstorm was raging all
Interesting.
night, and it's still going now. There's no way someone could have come in from outside, correct?
You mean an intruder? No, not possible. I slept by the door last night as a precaution. There's no way I wouldn't have noticed if anyone had tried to open it.
Everyone, split into pairs and search the theater for anyone in hiding or any signs of suspicious activity. I'll follow up with a full search of my own shortly. Go. There is no time to waste.
Well, at the very least, we have the leader, or like one of the leaders of the military. You pair up with Tonya. After a thorough search, you're satisfied that no one else from outside the group is in the theater, and everything is exactly as it was left last night.
Nothing on your end either?
Backstage is clear. No signs of suspicious activity. We checked the basement. Also clear. I don't think there's anywhere here that a living person could hide.
I didn't find anything either.
Are we certain that the theater doesn't have a back door? Or any tunnel or passageway wide enough for a person to fit through?
No, there's nothing like that. If people were sneaking in through some secret tunnel to avoid buying a ticket, we'd have sealed it off ages ago. I also checked the windows. All of them
that
are
they're
locked from the
aware
inside,
of,
and there's
you
no
know.
sign of anyone entering or leaving.
It sounds like we can safely rule out the intruder theory. If anyone came in during the night in this weather, there'd be no way for them to avoid leaving footprints or water stains.
Fair point.
This can only mean one thing. It's like one of those murder mysteries you see in novels and plays, isn't it? The ones where the killer is one of us.
Amogus.
We can't quite jump to that conclusion just yet.
Could he be right? It's hard to imagine.
But once,
something like that happening
like,
in
there's
real
gotta be a
life.
reason why both died. I feel like it has to be connected to what the dream just now was.
Set in a theater during a snowstorm, a murder takes place, and the killer is among us. It's such a classic trope that it seems unbelievable.
Looking at who the killer targeted and the clean entry and exit,
Unless it's both.
it all adds up. I know what this is. It's obvious now that I think about it.
What is? What have you figured out?
Both victims were wealthy, well-known local merchants. And the door was deliberately left open so I would discover the bodies and witness the crime scene first thing in the morning. Such ruthless methods. This was your doing, wasn't it, Lelik?
Shuganov brings up Lelek.
You mean Lelik is among us? And he's the killer?
Lelik. I know this code name. Member of the Rokot, anti-Project Snezhnaya. Always works alone. I've read the case files at the Armory Palace. Walk me through your reasoning, Mr.
Funnily
Shuganov.
enough, the chapter
know
or like
about
this mission was called Lelek's Confession, so I guess it kind of confirms it. Also, why did you change your vote?
What now, huh? What now, Lelik? What more do you want from me? I already voted against Project Snezhnaya at the Snezhnograd. You snuck into my house the other day while I was asleep.
That should have
Left
sounded
a
more
threatening
angry, I
letter,
think.
And I did all that you asked. But Project Snezhnaya cannot be so easily shaken. Not with the rooster in charge.
So he really was threatened by Lelik. That makes sense.
And now you're resorting to murder to threaten me. Isn't that right? I knew it. The Rokot despises the rich. The lives of the wealthy are but refuse in your
So,
eyes.
realistically...
Show yourself! Which one of you is Lelik, Tell me! I'll do whatever you want! Just stop playing these mind games!
The question is, who could it be more likely? We were trying to investigate Odette, specifically.
Was this really Lelik's doing? Would Odette really do something like this? If Odette really is Lelik, this seems out of character. But then again, how well do I really know her?
But also the thing is, why would she risk it?
I'm probably the only one here with a compelling theory about Lelik's true identity. But if I reveal it now, I'll be putting Odette
Like, why?
in the
What
line
does
of
she
fire.
gain? Assuming that Lelik is Odette, what does she gain from that?
What should I do?
it's likely that Lelik killed anyone. At least from the stories I've heard, he's never killed anyone before, and his name has never come up in connection with any murder cases. Besides, even if Lelik did want to threaten you, why resort to such an extreme and roundabout method? It's not his style
What
at all.
Yanitsa brings in more context. Of course, she's a member of the Rokard, so she probably knows quite a bit.
Vodyanitsa doesn't know that Lelik might be Odette, but her assessment is pretty much identical to mine.
And also, like, I think it's too risky.
Miss Vodyanitsa.
Odette would know that realistically nobody could get in.
Defense? Oh, no, it's just... I'm worried that we're jumping to conclusions here, so I wanted to share my point of view. Also, I don't think the Rokard is as
She is
bad as
putting
making
a
out
little
to
bit
be.
of a focus or like a focus onto on
If
her
you think
head, of
I'm
course.
so wrong, what's your theory then, Why don't you tell us who the killer is?
The case is still evolving, Mr. Chuganov. Please do not prevent others from expressing their opinions so early on in the discussion.
Having Valerie here is probably a massive good thing.
Even so, there's no denying that the recent threat received by Mr. Chuganov may well be an important clue.
So there's still a good chance that Lelik is right here among us. I can't do this anymore. I don't care if it's still snowing outside. I have to get out of here.
Whoa, take a beat. We all know it's far too dangerous.
Yeah, if he
out
runs
there.
out, I don't think that's a
Even the
good
soldiers can
idea.
get to us.
But again,
Go
it's
out that
morning.
door, and you might not
The
live to tell
army
tale.
still isn't here.
And whoever this
Consider
Lelik is,
the fact
they're surely
that this
not going
is
to
the
murder anyone
case.
in broad daylight. Be sensible, my man. You're safer inside.
As much as I regret having to
So
say
I don't see a
I'd like
reason why
everyone to
Odette would
cooperate
do it.
and refrain from exiting the premises
If she
until further
if Odette
notice.
was Lelik, why would she do that? Why would she have killed those two people? She would know that the focus would suddenly be limited to those 10 people.
Because as things stand, every one of us is now a suspect. Unless anyone has further information to share, let's adjourn for now. Feel free to keep searching for clues, but make sure you don't go off alone.
Right, let's have a look at the image. Let's see if we see any more info. Where's the image? Where actually is it? I thought it was somewhere here, but now it's gone. No, seriously, where is it? Where did it go? I thought it was here, wasn't it? I'm not dumb, am I? Like, I was pretty sure that it was inside of here. Oh, there it is. It is indeed gone. Like, if I look at it, oh, there it is. Okay, I was indeed dumb. Okay. They just reordered it because, you know, then it makes things easier for someone to come in, but it makes it even worse. Okay, Subbeliever deceased. Deceased during the night. Deceased during the night. Interesting. Do we have any additional info? No, it doesn't look like it. No, okay. Okay, got it. Let's see, there was a note shown. Examine that picture for possible intel. Okay. Discuss Odette's situation with the Rokard members. You're not in the basement.
You're right. That was my bad. It was a knee-jerk reaction. I didn't think it through. Luckily, no one suspected my identity.
Hello.
Oh, phew. It's just you. I thought someone was eavesdropping.
Since Vodyanitsa and I were on the same page earlier, I think I should share my thoughts with the Rokot
Would
members
make
first.
sense, to be honest. I would assume that.
You're right. That was my bad. It was a knee-jerk reaction. I didn't think it through. Luckily, no one suspected my identity.
Alright, welcome back. There, my graphic card driver said no, right away. Right, it could be what you need to put a little bit of focus on top of her, obviously, with trying to defend Lilac. I don't know how dangerous it'll be to tell her about what we think. Let's just see. You tell Odette and Alyosha about Child's intel on Lilac and your views on the current situation.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. Are you serious? I don't know if this counts as gossip, but it's definitely on track to be the juiciest this whole year.
Not surprised about that one, to be honest.
Odette? Really? Odette? Oh god, how dumb does this make me look? Lilac has been right under my nose this whole time, and I didn't notice a thing.
To be fair, it seems that she
Actually,
was quite
it's exactly
well.
what you'd expect. Sometimes, hiding in plain sight is the best strategy.
Yeah. I'm not surprised, to be honest.
And now that you mention it, the more I think about it, the more sense it seems to make. It all adds up. What are we
In the
up to
meanwhile,
now?
Twitch chat.
1, 2,
No, you're not.
3,
Also, hey, Hannes.
4.
Right, let's see. What are you counting?
Odette's identities. She's my coworker, specifically a ballerina, and also a Fatous, a member of the Rogot. Now, Lilac. It must be so exhausting. I just want to give her a hug.
What do you need to react
I
interestingly
guess since I've
enough?
always known her as a member of the Fatui, it never even crossed my mind that she could be involved with the Rokat, let alone be Lilac.
But it will be interesting. I mean, the theory of her being Lilac
I don't understand.
is interesting.
If she's with the Fatui, what reason could she have for being so opposed to Project Stusha?
Well, to be fair, I feel like the high ranking, or like, based on the high rank, as high ranking she is, she probably got a lot of info about it. Maybe that's even specifically why.
Probably best if you ask her that in person.
Although I don't know if it's a good
Well,
idea to, you
since
know,
you waited
ask
until now
her,
to bring this
hey,
up
are you
instead of
Lilac?
announcing it to everyone earlier,
I feel like
does
that's
that mean we're
probably
all on
not
the
a
same
best,
page
not a
here?
great idea. She doesn't seem like the type to kill innocent people.
Yeah. Lilac may not follow orders from the Rokat leadership, but as far as I'm concerned, she's never crossed the line. If anything,
Wait, I thought
her
Lilac
actions
was the
benefit
leader.
the poor.
Never mind then.
We need to confront her face to face.
Do you think she'd really admit to being Lilac?
I don't know. We'll have to see how it goes. For now, we'll work on the assumption that she didn't kill anyone, and see how much she's willing to tell us.
Again, that's what I had said just before the break. Odette would have to know. She's locked in. Nope.
Now's
Okay,
our
that's
chance.
funny.
Odette's alone.
Nobody can go
Let's go.
outside, realistically. Or, like, nobody can go in from the inside. So it
Odette.
can only be one of those 10 people each.
What is it, you guys? Shh. Keep your voice down. We need to talk. So, you're Lilac, aren't you? Alright, fine. You don't have to say anything.
Let's see
or
what she
explain yourself.
says.
Just
I mean, the chapter was
hear me out
called, or like the
first.
mission was called Lilith's Confession.
None of us believes you kill innocent people. Whoever murdered those 2 people last night, it wasn't you. The Traveler was the first to figure out your identity, but he kept quiet during the discussion just now.
Well, actually,
Still,
were we?
it's clear where the group consensus is heading.
Not sure.
Everyone believes Lilac
Actually,
is the
I think we
culprit.
were. I
If
think
your
we
identity is
just
exposed,
threw in
you'll be in a
Odette
really bad
during the
spot.
earliest discussion, because like that's one of the person we knew.
We're your colleagues, and we know what kind of person you are. I don't want anything bad to happen to you. So, can you clue us in?
Surely someone's
Tell us
gonna be
everything.
listening
The
in on
more we
this,
know,
isn't
the
there?
more easily we'll be able to cover for
Surely
you.
there's gonna be one person listening in. She's not outright denying it, though.
Yes, I'm Lelik. And no, I'm not the murderer. And thanks, but I don't need you to cover for me. Actually, I'm planning to reveal my identity.
Oh. That would be surprising.
You're gonna reveal that you're Lelik? Here? That's right. I'll admit I was surprised at first when Chuganov guessed that I was here. It was just a lucky guess, but it caught me off guard. But after taking some time to assess the situation and confirm where everyone stands, I don't believe I have anything to worry about.
Well, I'd be worried about a military guy, but anyway.
You sure you don't need a second opinion? Given the circumstances.
Like, I'm not sure if it's a good idea to be...
What?
Okay. She's just outright being like, yeah, hang on. Well, Larry gets everyone to reconvene. Odette gets straight to the point and announces that she is Lelik.
So... Odette is Lelik?
I don't know what game you're playing, but you've got a lot of nerve.
It's just one identity. So what if it's exposed? I can disappear and adopt a new identity anytime I please.
Interesting idea.
I made my peace with this when I chose to become Lelik. But more importantly, I promise I am not the murderer, which means that someone else is.
So we now officially know
If
Lelik
anyone
is
still
Odette.
insists that I did this,
Oh, what the other way
best
around.
produce the evidence now. Otherwise, I suggest that you bite your tongue. Because if you really believe I killed 2 people without making a sound or leaving a trace, pointing fingers at me would surely only make you my next target.
That's a fair point from her, though.
Is this really the truth, Miss Odette?
Although realistically, if you consider who was actually killed,
all right.
who was actually killed, they were rich businessmen or business people rather. Who else is a rich business person? Yeah, the guy that has been claiming Lelik did it. So
Marionette said that she's on track to inherit the title of the Fair Lady.
Are you seriously buying this? Hey,
like
officer,
Chuganov is
she just
technically
admitted
from
to
the
being
same
Lelik. Aren't you going to do something about this?
area of people to people that effectively died.
I do have one question.
Not just effectively.
Miss Odette. Why have you chosen this moment to come forward and reveal your identity?
If I didn't say anything, everyone would be focusing all their efforts on finding Lelik.
Good point
And that
from
is
her.
exactly what the real culprit wants. I don't want to be the scapegoat who lets the murderer get away with this crime.
Despite all the accusations, she made the smart choice.
So
A
who
remarkable display of
actually
rational thinking under pressure.
murdered those 2 people?
Clearly, Odette's talent extends far beyond the art of dance.
She thought so far ahead. Ugh, why do I always feel like I'm one step behind her in everything?
You've convinced me. Dealing with the murder case remains the top priority right now. Let's put the name Lelik and all related incidents aside until further notice.
Who did it?
Nevertheless, the group still considers you the prime suspect. I assume you have no quarrel with that, Miss Odette?
I understand. You're welcome to keep an eye on me around the clock. I have no objections.
Mr. Chuganov?
For my wife and daughter's sake, I'll let you off the hook for now. But don't think you're forgiven for breaking into my house and threatening me. Just wait till we get out of here, Lelik.
To be fair,
We'll settle the score then.
I mean, at this point she probably would have already said it. But to be fair, because it just reads Lelik, doesn't have to be Lelik, right? The chandelier flickered during the show, which was interesting.
Good work, Lilac Guard team. And Lilac too. Here, have some hot water.
Turns out Valeri knew about my exploits. So now I've been told I have to guard Lelik with him.
Exploits?
Shouldn't you be facing my way if you're guarding me? At the moment, it looks more like you're my bodyguards.
What did they mean with exploits?
If the true culprit is indeed still at large, as you have claimed, we must keep our guard up against them also.
Don't worry, Tonya. We'll get through this.
Or is the exploit I can change my element at will?
Once the snow stops, the officials will step in. The investigation will get easier, and then we'll be safe.
But still, what's up with the snow?
But once the snow stops, won't everyone just leave?
Probably.
You're gonna miss us, huh? Well, some of us work at the theaters, so we'll still be here. I'll even give you a special backstage pass.
Really, Miss Vodyanitsa? That's awesome! You've made a fan for life.
Aw, you're so
Who
cute,
did
Tonya.
it? That is... Oh, that's kind of cute. Not just kind of, that's actually
Alright,
cute.
Let's swear to it. I promise to give you the pass, and you promise to never change your mind about being
Who
my
did it?
fan.
What exactly happened? I would not be surprised if Cho'Gath dies.
Promise.
I'll call it right now. If whoever was focusing on those two
Don't indulge her, Tonya.
was going
You
to
don't have
focus
swear
on
oaths over
someone
things like
else,
that.
it's gotta be Cho'Gath.
You really do get carried away sometimes, don't you, Miss
It has to
Vodyanitsa?
be Cho'Gath, I think.
Hey, mind your own business.
Like, who else could it be, right?
Don't be nervous, Miss Water Imp. Everyone's here. There's nothing to be afraid of.
Excuse me? Do I look nervous? Don't be ridiculous.
No. You sound nervous, lass.
I mean, if you have an imposter in your room, in the room with you right now.
But how? Okay, plenty of people know that I'm a water imp, but still, how come you understand our primary mode of expression?
Primary mode of expression. I've not come across that concept before. Do enlighten me, Vodyanitsa.
Well,
I do wonder
it's
what's
just
happening
we
outside.
water imps tend to communicate our
Apparently, the
emotions to each other
snowstorm
by
is
singing
preventing
rather
the
than visual
army from coming in.
expressions.
That's the interesting thing.
The emotions we convey through song take precedence over our facial expressions. So, we think of it as our primary mode of expression.
I'm impressed, Shram. I didn't take you for a man of culture, but you're clearly rather learned.
It's not about being cultured or not. The thing is, this mode of expression can usually only be understood by other water imps. It's not a simple case of a song sounding happy or sad.
So how does he know
And
then?
yet, you're clearly human, Mr. Shram.
How does he know then?
It's really not the big deal you're making it out to be. I think I just have a knack for it. Plus, I have a very close friend who's a water imp. A delightful lady. But keep that a secret. Anyway, we spent so much time together that before I knew it, I noticed I could understand her expressions.
Interesting.
I guess that makes sense. Still, the fact that you have a water imp friend is even more surprising.
Huh.
I'd better watch what I'm singing when I'm around
For
you from
some
now
reason,
on.
this makes Shram more suspicious for me. Might also be the mercenary
Hey, what are you implying?
sub-info,
You're not
right?
secretly insulting the audience in your songs,
Would be
are you?
kind of funny if she was.
Heavens, why would I do a thing like that?
Would be slightly funny if she did something like that, to be honest.
It's getting late. We should discuss our sleeping arrangements for tonight. To guard against the killer, someone needs to keep watch.
I suggest that we don't sleep in separate quarters tonight. It will be safer if we all stay together.
I do wonder
As long
if
as someone
we
keeps
get
an
a
eye on
dream
Lelek,
again.
I'm quite sure we won't have any trouble.
Are you saying that you wish to bet your life on Miss Odette being the killer?
Nonsense. Of course not.
He says something like that, but at the same time doesn't want to actually put anything behind that statement.
Then I propose the following arrangement for tonight. The Traveller, Odette, and I will form the Night Watch. We'll sleep in shifts, but 2 of us must be awake at any given time.
Fine by me. Wait, let me think about this for a second. Why are we thinking about that? Two of us must be awake at any given time. That means... I mean, if Odette is awake, she's being suspected, like, at least one of us needs... Either me or... Valerie needs to be still around.
An excellent idea. This allows us to handle the night watch while also keeping an eye on Lelek. Meanwhile, the rule of taking shifts in pairs resolves the other issue. Namely that we can't necessarily trust the Traveller or Valerie either.
Except, I'm technically a Rokot member,
I expect that plan
but
took you quite some time
anyway.
to come up with, didn't it?
Actually, our field combat manual outlines a similar approach. Although the scenario there involves guarding prisoners overnight during field operations.
Well, I guess Lelek is
That
now
being
technically a
said,
prisoner.
I must clarify that I harbor no disrespect towards you personally, Miss Odette. In fact, Lelek's numerous covert operations make fine textbook examples for military agents.
I care less about respect and more about the fact that you just robbed me of 2/3 of my sleep tonight. I'm calling dibs on being the first to rest. Good night.
Yeah, to be fair, I didn't even think of that. I didn't even think of that, to be fair. As night falls, you and Valerie take the first watch together. Everyone is sleeping on the stage, making us for a scene right off an absurdist theater. Eventually, the time comes for the first shift change.
It's almost time. We should wake Odette. How are you faring?
I'm not sleepy, you should get some sleep, I'll go after you.
Oh, not going to argue with that. I'll take a quick nap. If you start to feel sleepy, wake me up anytime.
It's finally time for Odette and I to share the night watch. I should wake her up.
I'm surprised we're not doing this at the same time. Like, oh, she's sleeping on this stage.
I came
Interestingly
here to get
enough.
information from her in the first place. Maybe I should think about what questions I want to ask before she wakes up.
Okay, okay, everyone is sleeping on the stage.
How long are you gonna keep staring at me?
You're awake, but I didn't even wake you yet.
Couldn't sleep. My mind's been running haywire. Plus, there's something I've been meaning to talk to you about.
You too.
I had a hunch that you wanted a conversation too. Let's take this chance to clear the air, shall we?
Sure. Well, that'll be interesting. The fact that she even wanted to have a
I just
conversation.
had a simple question for you, really. It's, Rosaline. In her final moments, did she have any...
Right,
last words?
right, there was that topic. It all happened so fast.
I see. Well, that was all. I have no other questions. No. She was utterly ruthless in pursuing her goals. That kind of person should be hard to miss. And yet, even though I never approved of her methods, and she was an abrasive person, the fact remains that I am indebted to her.
I heard a little about that from Snezhnaya.
Oh, she told you. I guess that makes sense.
She did.
I think she and Rosaline were on pretty good terms.
Still, she didn't know the full details.
Yes. Rosaline wasn't the kind to gossip about this sort of thing.
I would have
Not that
expected
it's
that
any
we'd be
huge
a little
secret to me,
farther
though.
away, but anyway.
When I was a child, I had to join the Fatui.
Realistically, I feel like it's gonna happen when
trained
everyone
under
wakes
Rosaline.
up. I suspect we will just say someone not wake up.
It was extremely grueling, and it didn't exactly come naturally to me. All I could do was try to ignore the biting cold and practice, practice, practice. I was a newcomer who'd managed to make a good first impression on a harbinger. There was pressure to live up to her expectations, to be worthy of the fair lady's reputation. Every day was a struggle against the cold, pain, and fatigue.
And to be fair, we have heard
And
that
most
she
nights,
might
I
become
struggled to fall asleep.
her.
After enduring all that, I've become almost immune to the sensation of pain. I suppose that was the cost of survival. Surely, any child who had to experience that would grow to hate her lot in life, don't you think?
You really paid an enormous price.
So, I put an equal amount of effort into my ballet.
He's sleeping on the
because in my young mind,
on the
that
chair?
was the only way to defy my fate. It was my way of telling her, the Fatui's demands and your expectations of me are not what I wish for.
How is he
One
sleeping
day,
on
I
while
will
sitting on
leave.
the chair?
I think she probably blamed my poor performance in training on my passion for ballet. She knew my heart wasn't in it. One time, when I was secretly practicing a dance at night, she suddenly showed up. I knew she was there to catch me red-handed.
So?
I told her, you don't deserve to watch the dance I learned from my mother. She looked stunned. I guess she was surprised that I lashed out first, before she had the chance. But strangely enough, on that occasion, she wasn't fierce with me like she was during training. Instead, she fell silent for a moment, and then left. After that,
To be fair, I would
she
never
interfered with
considered
my
Lasignor to
dancing or asked me
become
how it was going.
relevant
She
ever
never
again.
came to watch me dance again either. Not even once.
She was a very proud person.
She was. But even now, whenever I take out this core Ignis, I can't help but think of that night. Of the look on her face.
So this was a gift from her.
Sort of. Although gift might be too kind a term. This is her flame sealed within ice. A symbol of her favor, yes, but also our way of keeping an eye on people. She knew the location of every piece of Core Ignis. If any recipient started acting suspiciously, she'd be onto them immediately. Trust her to make even a mark of approval feel suffocating. So, when news of Rosaline's death reached Snezhnaya, many people immediately crushed their Core Ignis. It gave them a profound sense of relief.
Interesting.
Like they'd broken free from her
Interesting
shackles.
thing. I probably would have. Personally, I probably would have kept it around because
But
it
I
seems like an
kept
interesting
mine.
thing
With my sensitivity to pain
and
being
convenience
as dull as this,
thing.
the warmth from this Core Ignis is one of the few things I can still feel clearly. I still wonder, did she really come to stop me that night? I wasn't sure, but I was scared. So I said some really awful things.
I would not be sure either.
I guess she didn't leave anything behind. Not that I expected her to. It's fine. It's just a bit of a shame that we couldn't settle our differences before the end.
Wait, but Snezhnaya told me that you two had settled things.
Mm-hmm. She did. Are you sure she was talking about this event?
See, she said that Arlecchino gave Rosaline some advice, and that Rosaline went to see you.
Huh. No, she didn't. I didn't even find out that she'd gone to Mondstadt until a while after she'd left. Wait, in that case...
So what happened here then? Let's see, I think you should go and see the nave.
I will. Thanks for letting me know.
There's something I'm trying to figure out. I'm beginning to suspect that Paimon's mystery illness.
Oh, right,
is being
she's fairly
caused by the energy
high-ranking.
research behind Project
She
Snezhnaya.
might know.
Paimon's very important to me, so I have to get to the bottom of this. I figured that since you're loving,
This will be interesting.
you might
Maybe
know
she
something about
actually
all
knows
this.
something and wants to say
The
anything
ultimate
to
goal
us.
of this energy experiment is to create a weapon for the final battle.
The
weapon's
what?
construction was completed in Nodcry. Now, all that remains is to arm it with a sufficiently powerful energy.
So that's what they were doing at the Experimental Design Bureau. So this is the purpose of the energy experiments.
Yes. The weapon's development and all the related experiments are overseen by Lord Piero, the Jester.
So they have
And
the
lab
weapon
is
ready,
located
whatever
deep
the
within
final
Armory
battle
Palace.
is. They have the weapon ready.
I'm not sure why this experiment would be making Paimon feel unwell, though. The best way to get to the bottom of it would be to go there in person.
Which, how would we be able to do that?
Once we get out of here, I'll help you apply for an entry permit.
Are you sure? Let's not forget that you're also a Fetus.
And I'm hardly the organization's proudest member, as you know. You answered my question about Rosaline. I want to do you a favor in return. It's that simple.
The way the camera just went to him, I think he probably overheard.
What's wrong? Are you not feeling well?
She's staring over
You
there.
two seem to be hitting it off.
Feel you made me jump, stay calm, just act normal. I don't know what else, what option I would want to
thought you were
take.
sleeping.
Of course I was. In the military, one learns to fall asleep quickly, even in the most inhospitable environments. It's vital to
I was
stay
wondering
alert and
how
energized.
he's like asleep
Why?
while
Is
he's
something
sitting.
wrong?
No, nothing.
Even if he was awake, he can't have overheard us, right?
You could have also just moved further away, you know?
Thank you both for keeping watch. Traveler, I'll take over for now. It's your turn to get some sleep.
Sure.
And I fear that we will dream something. That we will see once again someone die, effectively. We will have to say...
This is our second night here, but at least I found out a little more about Paimon's condition.
We will have to see what will actually happen now.
I hope she's been sleeping well the past couple of days. Why do I feel like I'm being watched?
Because you are.
Seriously? Is this payback for when I stared at her earlier? But I thought she was
You know,
asleep.
I have to say, I actually find this funny.
Never mind. I'd better try and get some sleep myself.
I have to say, it's slightly funny. And we are going into a dream once again. And there we are.
Hey, what are you spacing out for? Are you reaching your limit too?
Where are we? I don't know where this is, yet it feels strangely familiar. It'll be one of those two.
How long have we been walking for? Do you remember?
Time's lost all meaning. Ever since we noticed that thing above our heads. What was it
What
called
is
again?
that? Some sort of light.
A star key? Or key star? Anyway, the person who named it was swallowed by the black mist.
What is it?
Whatever it's called, ever since we noticed it, we've been walking up and up, hoping that as long as we reach it, we can find a way out of this
But
place.
it seems to be staying even
But
higher.
it seems like no matter how far we walk, we never get any closer.
I wonder if it
Well,
was present
we've
last
come
time
this
around.
far.
But there you go.
Never know.
It'll be one of those
Maybe
two
we're
that
almost there?
ends up dying.
Come on, enough moping. Let's go. The black mist is catching up.
Is it actually that? I do not know. It feels like it feels like it might, to be fair. Oh, they have a health bar. Because we have enemies. That's why.
Not again! Lost count of how many times we run into them. Be careful.
You know, I don't know if we are time limited in a sense or not. Doesn't seem like it. Okay, 2 enemies down. 1 final one to go. And there we go. I don't want to know if anything happens if I... Oh, it's actually coming. Okay, never mind. It does look like it's engulfing the bottom there. Oh, oh, what is happening here? Why?
Here they come again! You want to fight? Let's go!
Why did the glass break? What's up with that? Nah, come on.
Fighting frog.
One guy left.
Cryo storm.
There we go. Guys, I don't think this is the path where you want to go. Where is it? Even more
Monsters
enemies.
ahead of us, the black mist behind us. It feels like there's no escape.
We have our ultimates. Oh, that actually helped us quite a bit. Oh, no, mind. 1 enemy left.
Cryo storm. Backup is here.
And there we go. Nearly there. That's it. Question is, who will stay behind?
Are you hurt, Coolish?
No, I'm fine. It's just suddenly
Looks
I
like
don't
it'll
want
be
to walk any
coolish.
further.
I get you. In fact, I reached my limit a
It'll
long
be
time
both
ago.
Coolish and Rampana, it
Sometimes
seems.
it feels like there's hope where there shouldn't be.
Yeah. The hope that the star gives us is the only thing keeping us going. But I'm not sure it's real at all. It may just be a collective illusion. Otherwise, why would it always be out of reach?
Are you really going to give it up like this? I actually feel like we're slowly getting closer to it.
We know you mean well, but you're only saying that to try and encourage
I
us to
suspect
keep
if
going, aren't you?
they remain behind, they will die as well.
Thank you, friend. But enough is enough. Please don't give me any more false hope. Hope is poison in this place. You're going to continue, aren't you? I admire that. I've given up, but...
I wonder what happens if I try to jump down.
May there come a day that you catch up to the star and leave this godforsaken place.
Well, they will stay behind. And presumably die in the morning. But we have reached the star.
It's not an illusion. We really are getting closer to the star.
It does look like the mist is all the way back at the bottom, not getting... seemingly not getting closer, but anyway. There's the star. And Odette is there as well.
Congratulations. You're the first person to make it here.
So the star is... the core flame thingy. Actually made it. But how did she get here? The closer I get to the star, the more familiar it looks.
I'm the star's envoy. The black mist has stopped rising. Its hunger is satisfied for now, having devoured your two companions. This is a good opportunity. I'll let you get some rest before we continue.
Continue? Aren't we going to leave?
Hmm? What do you mean, leave? The star represents the starting point. It's the waypoint for the beginning. Congratulations on reaching the starting point. Once you are ready, we will head out and walk upwards. I will be right by your side the whole way.
What is even happening here? Let's see, after everything I just went through to get here, this is just the start. And we're about to awake, aren't we?
Huh? What's wrong? Hey, don't give up before the journey's even begun.
And we wake up again once more. And as you can clearly tell, someone died.
Is that Vodyanitsa's voice? What happened?
Not just her, both.
Please wake up!
A drama about sleeping, which began as a joke the other day, is now playing out on stage. No one counted on it being a tragedy. Everyone is scattered around the two sleepers in the center of the stage. Without even inspecting the scene, you already know what has happened, as if someone had told you in advance. Kulish deceased during the night. And Rampana as well, deceased during the night.
The situation is identical to that of the two casualties yesterday. We cannot ascertain the cause of death.
At least there are some elements that we can rule out this time. They slept on the stage with everyone else. So I suppose the surrounding environment can't be a relevant variable.
Rampana. Kulish.
But why?
Weren't some of us keeping watch last night? 3 of us, in fact. How could you not notice something was wrong?
I'm as confused as you are. Certainly nothing unusual happened on my
And nothing
watch.
happened while we were talking.
Likewise, and from what I've observed so far, both Miss Odette and the Traveller can be trusted.
No incidents during my watch either. I have no reason to suspect Valerie or Odette either.
To be honest, I didn't get a wink of sleep last night. I couldn't help but think I was the target, so I just laid there with
To
my
be
eyes
fair,
closed.
I would have expected him.
I heard the Traveller and Lelik chatting, but otherwise I don't recall hearing any commotion during the night.
Me too. I didn't want to wake everyone up, so I was concentrating hard, trying not to cough. I hardly
But
slept
something
well.
is clearly causing
If
people
anything
to
had happened,
die.
I'm sure I would have noticed. Then, What could possibly be causing this? Once was bad enough. I can't believe it happened again. I worked closely with Rampana and Coolish for so long. I never imagined that one day they'd... And on the stage of all places... Voronitsa...
She's not taking it well.
4 victims in just 2 days, and we still don't have a single lead. I need to get to the bottom of this as soon as possible. And above all, keep Tonya safe. I'd never be able to look Child in the eye again otherwise.
Right, yeah, I forgot about that problem.
Still snowing?
Right, it's 2
Yes,
days
I
now.
just checked. Still no sign of anyone outside either.
So we only have ourselves to rely on.
If you ask me, this killer can clearly strike whenever they please. The Night Watch was a useless endeavor from the start. Lelik must be an expert in poisoning. Clearly, she used some
Okay,
poison that
it
can't be
feels like
detected on the
he's
corpse.
more on a, like, conspiracy theory, sort of.
Here we go again.
Listen, I was already thinking to myself last night, was Lelik's reason for revealing her identity the real story? Well, now I have my answer.
But it must be
It
something
most
to the
certainly was
dream,
not.
related to the dream that we have, right?
She's been playing us for
There must be
fools.
something to
You get off
that.
on this, don't you? Revealing your identity, only to carry on with your killing spree?
That's a hideous thought. One that only a hideous mind like yours could
In the
dream
end,
up.
it's him, and he's trying to distract from that.
How dare you?
That's enough. Yesterday, you named Lelik as a suspect
Maybe
because
actually,
the
maybe
victims
he's
were both
actually the
wealthy
one.
merchants. Lelik might have had a motive then. But today's victims were just ordinary people. Not to mention that they were colleagues of Odette and mine. What reason would she have to murder them? Let me guess. Just to scare you?
Who knows? Maybe you don't know her as well as you think. I implore you all to ask yourselves, how many people are there really in this
There's
world
9
that
people
have what
left.
it takes to kill another person?
4 died.
Not many, I'd wager. Lelik is well known to be a ruthless operator, and now she has revealed her identity.
But it would be...
Any more obvious?
I feel like I would not be surprised at this point if it's Chuganov.
Everything you've said so far is still just conjecture, which doesn't constitute a concrete lead.
Although then
You
again,
need to
he's
back up
probably
your
also
claims with
going
some
crazy.
evidence.
How can you defend her, officer? What did she say to you while you were on night watch? Maybe I shouldn't be so surprised. You military types are always colluding with criminals to target the rich.
You know, I would rather say the opposite.
All so you can get your grubby paws on our hard-earned fortunes. Then tell us to fall in line. The Fatui, the Druzhna, and the Rokot. Thugs, the lot of you.
I absolutely would have expected it to be more on the other way around, but either way.
Don't you dare.
Is someone about to tape him up to make him shut up?
Sir, but you were the one who told us not to stop other people from expressing their opinions yesterday.
I guess she's got a fair point, even though he's annoying.
People have already died. Only yesterday I was chatting with Mr. Coolish. Then we woke up in the morning and he's... Turning against one another is the last thing we should be doing right now.
What is happening?
Girl.
Even if Mr. Chuganov is a puffed-up, pig-headed windbag who doesn't have a clue
Okay,
what
I'm
he's talking
sorry.
about,
It's fine.
he's still one of the victims here, isn't he?
He doesn't know how to respond to that because, you know, it's kind of true.
Quite.
I had no intention of resorting to violence. But you're right, Miss Tonya.
Again,
not
though,
prevent
the
him from
army
speaking
is
his
still
mind.
not here and they're now 2 days late.
In any case,
Well, 1.5
I believe Mr.
technically.
Chuganov has calmed down a little now. We may resume our discussion.
I don't think there's any need for that. What is there to discuss? Nothing about this situation is normal.
Did you have an idea, Mitya? You're the brainiac here, right? Come on.
Does he have an idea? Unfortunately, the Traveler does not seem to remember having those dreams.
I've been mulling something over. All the leads we have so far concern things from outside the theater. Miss Odette's alter ego, the threats Mr. Chuganov received.
But nothing from
But then there's
inside.
the 2 double murder crime scenes themselves, which have given us absolutely nothing to go on whatsoever. That's highly unusual. Even with the most careful killers, there's always some evidence left behind.
So what are you suggesting?
There must be something about his
I think this
theater.
could be a supernatural event. It isn't characteristic of human-on-human homicide at all.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but aren't you supposed to be a scientist? That doesn't sound like a conclusion someone like you is supposed to make.
I got into scientific research because of my insatiable curiosity. But if the present situation defies all known scientific explanations,
I mean,
don't mind
the
shifting my
the
curiosity
dreams
toward
that
the
we are
paranormal
having
instead.
is somehow related, but it seems like the Traveler does not remember them,
Now that
annoyingly.
you mention it, I remember when I first came to the theater. I heard rumors about this place being haunted.
Haunted? Yeah, I think I heard the same thing. But I mean, they're only rumors, right? We've worked here for years. Surely we would have noticed any spooky goings-on by now.
Has anyone ever stayed over the night, though? Yeah, it must be because the
Well,
bats are there.
This has taken an unexpected turn. A haunted theater? If Paimon were here, she'd probably be hiding behind me in fear right now.
Why don't we take this opportunity
But
to
we
look
still
for
don't
clues again
know
with a more
anything
open mind?
about.
Maybe a different perspective will help us see something different.
Very well. Whether it's criminals or ghosts we're looking for, the same rules apply. Everyone needs to tread carefully. I'll move the bodies into the same room for now.
Does it mean if we go up there, we will find something? The picture's open. Let's have a look if there's anything new. Obviously, Kulish died. Nothing new with Shram. Nothing new with Chuganov. Nothing new with Tonya. Nothing new with us. Well, she's not just suspected of being Lilac, she just said it. I don't know. I seriously do not know. We'll kind of have a look if... Because in theory, that was our room, I think. Yeah, this is the room that we were in. This is the room where they were then discovered. Open the door. The room where our companions' remains lie. Best not to disturb your peaceful sleep. Oh, okay. Anything happens if I... Does anything happen if I open the other doors then? Because you know, what I'm noticing is here you can actually kind of say something. It's not a lot. But clearly there's at a minimum at least some room behind there. But either way. The intel is supposed to be up. Oh, we can actually... No, we can't. Okay. Let's have a look backstage. I've never gone back here, actually. Okay, nothing back here, to be fair. Let's have a look backstage. Maybe we'll find something. There's something here. No, never mind. Right, Tonya!
Did you find anything?
Not yet. Still looking. So... Are we supposed to be looking for
I was
something
about to
paranormal?
ask about the fact where we
I
meant
think
to
I'd
only
prefer teaming
go
up with you than looking around on my own.
in pairs or more.
This looks like somebody's notebook. Shall we read it together?
Sure.
Well, it doesn't look scary or anything. So I guess it should be fine. Alright, let's read it together.
Watch it being like some kind of ghost stories book. A letter in a diary. You once told me I would understand someday, but even now I still don't. I don't believe anyone should be forced to abandon their homeland because of a change in power. Should never consider the feelings of us water nobles. Every inch of this land reflects memories of my childhood. If I close my eyes, I can still hear everyone's song echoing else everywhere. I will not forgive those who drove us away, and I will miss you very much, Mother. Is that what needs us, diary? I often find myself missing that dress with the tassels, the heavy bed curtains, and the first rays of sunlight that would stream into the manor each morning. But it's alright now. If I narrow my eyes just a little, the light seeping through a crack backstage feels just like the one in our manor. I know that life is gone forever and I can miss it all I want, but I also feel what I have here now is no less than what I lost. The fantastical sets designed by the prop master, the many fans who came all this way just to see me, and the quiet dancing girl who doesn't talk much. These are all mine. I won't lose any of it again. Never. Absolutely never. I've joined a rather remarkable organization, though I can't tell you its name. But whatever the great figure intends to do this time, there should always be someone looking out for the misfortunes of ordinary people. That's what our organization exists for. Even though I still don't understand her. Why is it that those in power always seem this way? They clearly have the ability to bring greater happiness. Some say she has her own difficulties. But what could possibly trouble someone so seemingly omnipotent? Never mind, I should just focus on what I can do. I suppose all you'll hear about our organization sooner or later. Its name is... never mind, I'll leave it a mystery for now.
Huh. This has to be Vodyanitsa's writing, surely.
Maybe it's a little rude for us to peek at this. I feel like I just read someone's secret diary by accident.
That's because I think it was. It sounded Vodyanitsa-like, so... Since the accident, it should be fine. Now I feel a little guilty too.
It sounds like she's writing this for her parents, right? I don't understand. Why put this stuff in a notebook instead of mailing it in a letter?
Because her water imp parents belonged to the aristocracy, who were driven out of Snezhnaya by the Tsaritsa long ago. And now they live somewhere new, where the postman can't get to.
Oh, hey, Vodyanitsa, I can explain.
We're sorry.
It's fine. My fault for not storing it properly. I can't leave things lying around and expect them to get ignored when everyone's scouring the place for clues.
At least she takes it by what it was.
Alright, give me my notebook back. I'll take over the investigation in this room.
I am sorry. I guess she didn't want us to read a story about, I don't know what exactly, to be fair. Maybe the one about the organization? I don't know. I don't know. I guess we will see. Just out of curiosity, do we have anything else? No, okay. Right. There's something down there finally, but first, let's go here. Odette!
Valeri,
And
come take
Valeri.
a look at this. You too, Traveler.
Some sort of notebook. What is it for?
It's the on-duty logbook for the theater. Kulish was the main person to use
Oh, not a diary,
it.
luckily.
He mostly used it to record any unusual incidents during a show, audience numbers, exit times, and so on.
I saw Kulish at the entrance before coming in. I think he was holding this book at the time.
Yes, he'd always have this logbook with him when he checked tickets at the entrance.
This should confirm a lot of key details about the recent show. So, you find anything unusual?
That would be a good thing. Like, does the number of audience members not match up with the amount of people?
I've checked and double-checked, but the
Oh,
numbers just
it
don't match what's
doesn't.
recorded in the logbook.
It actually doesn't.
Apparently, we have an extra person among us.
Are we certain that logbook is accurate? Could someone have sneaked in without buying a ticket or something?
Who's the extra person, though?
Unlikely. Kulish took his duties very seriously. I've rarely seen any errors in his work. Not to mention that this was a dress rehearsal, meaning smaller audience numbers and tighter ticket restrictions than usual. Everything would have been well within his control.
We no longer
So
have our
who's
tickets for
the
this,
extra
do we?
person?
They got collected on entry. I assume there's no way we can check them again.
Unfortunately not. The theater recycles tickets. Once people are in the door, they don't tend to leave until the show ends. So we collect the tickets at the point of entry.
Too bad Kulish is dead. If he were still around, we could just ask him.
Still, I'm inclined to believe that this
I
discrepancy
mean, yeah,
in the
because
head
it's a
count
person
is
that we do not
significant
know
somehow.
anything about. Question is, how did he... Oh, actually. There was that guy that had left. To get blankets.
Did an extra person just materialize out of thin air?
But I assume they account for that already, right? I assume they would have accounted for that already. I mean, it didn't say a number, but 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. The guy that had left to get blankets, 14. Would that mean that there's a 15th?
Did an extra person just...
Or is someone hiding elsewhere? What about down here in the basement?
Ah, Traveler. Since you're here, come take a look at this.
Oh?
Alyosha found it. We're both curious to hear your perspective. It appears to be an investigation report. And the focus of the investigation was the rumors of haunting we heard about earlier.
Oh, this will be interesting. Investigation report into supernatural sightings at the Opera House. This commission is clearly not as simple as previous cases involving only folklore studies. It appears to be connected to something far more mysterious. An extinct civilization, the creation of ancient gods, or powers from beyond this world. The possibilities leave ample room for speculation. From now on, we should take this as a lesson. A simple surface does not imply what lies beneath shares the same level of existence or nature. Ley lines themselves possess a powerful ability to either devour or guide souls. In most cases, once the soul and body of the deceased are separated, the soul is drawn directly into the ley lines, leaving no room for lingering existence. However, evidence shows that the connection between the theater area and the ley lines has been obstructed, though only partially, not completely severed. Still, this has granted certain souls unwilling to return to the ley lines an opportunity. If their resistance is strong enough, they may even linger within the theater indefinitely. In theory, however, these souls within the theater are incapable of influencing the physical world. Under only extremely rare circumstances can they produce phenomena observable to the human eye. Overall, they can be considered harmless. This assessment may be conveyed in advance to the theater's management to reassure them. I mean, I think the fact that there's an extra person, according to the documents in here, is probably the more important fact. Let's see, but for me, the investigation does not end here. Uncovering the reason why the ley lines have been obstructed is the true focus of this inquiry. After consulting multiple sources, the most reliable hypothesis at present appears to be the existence of an ancient civilization and its preliminary attempts at ley line renovation. There is too little information available here. I must return home as soon as possible.
An investigation report, huh? Looks quite old. This person's name looks to be of Sumeru origin to me. Was the investigator from Sumeru?
At this moment, I don't believe of the supernatural
The theater manager
part.
must have hired an investigator once specifically to look into this issue. But it doesn't look like anyone ever looked at the report.
Presumably, the manager wanted to know if the supposed haunting was dangerous, while also being fearful of word getting out in case it affected the theater's business. Anyway, the bottom line is, the haunting is actually real after all. It's caused by an obstruction in the ley lines. Is there any chance this is the key to finally making some progress with the murder case?
So we have an extra person, but we also have supernatural
Ley line
issues.
problems are pretty unexceptional to me by this point. And while it certainly offers an explanation for the ghosts,
It doesn't for the murder, does it?
it's hard to imagine what connection it could have to these two murder cases.
Or for,
Some
technically.
of the language that appears at the very end of the report caught my eye. Angel civilization, ley line renovation? My area of research doesn't touch on any of that, so it's completely outside of my wheelhouse. Huh? A piece of paper just fell out from the report. It landed right by your feet.
Did they not see that yet? Let's see. Death is near. I just got goosebumps. It's pretty ominous no matter how you look at it.
How unnerving. It was tucked inside the report, so it must be a note left by the author. Death is near. Is that supposed to be what's going on here? With us in the theater? But if so, how did the
But there
author
must be
foresee
something
it?
to that extra
Could he predict the
person.
future somehow?
Maybe things are more complicated than we thought.
No, wait a second. If we take the report and the note at face value, they completely contradict one another.
Because the report says it's harmless.
The report definitively concludes that the hauntings in the theater are harmless and cannot affect the real world. But the note seems to be warning of potential danger.
Unless we aren't in the real
The
world.
question is, what exactly does the note mean by death?
Is it simply describing our situation? Is it referring to the victims? Or could it refer to the perpetrator? I don't know.
The various ways we could interpret this keyword lead in completely different directions. Let's pause our analysis here for now. I think we need more information.
Right. Who knows what's going
If we
on?
take all this together, it's not impossible, is it? If anything,
Media
it's the
talking
natural
to
conclusion.
Valeri.
Well, I beg to differ. This sounds to me like a product of a researcher's vivid imagination. And perhaps it's because I'm still viewing this through the lens of a typical murder investigation. But still, I'm struggling to be persuaded
So we
by
know
your theory.
something about an extra person. But we know also that apparently this thing is haunted.
Does it really sound that far-fetched? Alright, well, let's treat that as speculation for now. I do agree with what you've said, so let's go with your idea for now.
Good. Okay, now that we finally have some meaningful leads, I think it's time to reconvene. Let's get the others.
What could be the case? What is the real truth?
So, that's about everything we've discovered so far. I'll share my theory first. Based on what we've learned from the logbook, I believe the extra person among us is most likely the killer.
That would make sense.
If the killer had simply bought a ticket, it would have greatly increased the risk of their identity being exposed.
Which is also
I
fair.
expect he or she either hid in the theater ahead of time, or found a way to slip past the ticket inspection. They then blended in with the group and waited for an opportunity to strike.
What about the note found in the investigation report? Any
I'm
thoughts
thinking
on
about
how
a
that
guy. I
fits
mean,
in?
the fact that the guy that went, to catch blankets.
The killer may have simply planted it there as some sort of sick joke. I've seen my fair share of psychopathic killers.
I wonder what's up
They
with the
love
guy that
playing
went
cryptic
blankets and
mind
never
games.
showed up again.
So
We
it
have
has
never
nothing to
talked
do with
about
the
that guy
haunting of the
again.
theater after all.
This theory makes sense to me. If we have an audience member unaccounted for, chances are they didn't come here to watch the show.
Could it really be that simple?
So, in other words, all we have to do is find out who got in here
Don't
without
we
the
have
ticket,
a list
and all
of
our
people that
problems will be
bought
solved.
a ticket?
Then let me make one thing clear. All the theater staff should be well aware that I came here for the rehearsal legitimately, yes? There's no way I'm the one who didn't have a ticket.
It's true. I hear you used every trick in the book to get a hold of that ticket, too. Everything short of throwing a temper tantrum and rolling around on the floor.
What
at the
needs
entrance.
firing at him?
I most certainly did not degrade myself in such a way.
Well, I'm not sure about that either way.
Probably a stupid question, but I might as well ask. Did anyone here get in without having their ticket checked?
Oh,
Guess it was naive of me to expect them to just admit to it.
there. It is a fair point, though. It's maybe
Especially
there's
after the
two.
unprompted Lelic reveal. Once was already a miracle. Twice would be unfathomable.
The most likely extra person who entered without a ticket is. I mean, I don't know. I'm getting the vibe that, but he surely is not. It's not like I can select his scarf, but I feel like the person I suspect the most is him. Because, like, I'm thinking about it. There was this weird moment with the how do you recognize water imps, which he has given an explanation for, but I mean, I don't know. he is also a mercenary, so there may be some reasoning for him to actually murder someone. Right? We know. So, obviously, Odette and White and Anita are out because they are staff. So realistically, they would... I would assume they don't have tickets, but it's probably not the reason why this question is here. So we have a ticket from Child. That's Child's sister, so I would cross him out. He's also staff, so I'd cross him out as well. So realistically, it can only be either our military personnel or them. We know that he is constantly begging for a ticket, so I would also exclude him. We know he's here all the time, and realistically, he's following him. So I would suspect he probably got a ticket from him. So I feel like it's gotta be him. I don't know who else could it be. Like, I feel like things point towards him, especially if I use the criteria to be like cross out people. I'm putting my focus on him. Like, he works at a theater. He constantly is begging for tickets. His younger sister from Tartaglia, we know from Tartaglia that we got a ticket. And she also has one. Obviously, it's not him. Obviously, it's not us. She works here. He doesn't. She works here, and he doesn't work here. But Media comes here every day, and presumably got here. Yeah, I'm just going to go for him.
I don't believe any of us here knew Shram before all this. If no one can verify Shram's identity... Mr. Shram, did you really go through the ticket inspection to get in here?
Before I reveal the answer, hydration reminder. Right, let's see. It wasn't him.
Huh? Me? Why am I being singled out, my friend? Do I seem that suspicious?
It's not that you stand out as suspicious. More that everyone else has been ruled out as trustworthy.
Right, because everyone else seems to have at least had some trace to get a ticket.
Well, we spent the best part of 2 days together now, so I'm sure you can all tell what kind of person I am. I'm a true gentleman. I never dream of doing something like sneaking to the theater without a ticket.
Yeah, I have no doubt that you're a good person. But the problem is, none of us here actually
He has
know
had
you,
a mercenary, and
no one
mercenary
can
do
say for
odd
sure
jobs.
that you are who you
You
claim
know.
to be.
And it was a little weird for me regarding the water imp things.
What was it you said last night? Yeah, you're friends with that
Void
water
Anita
imp,
actually
which
brings
is
it
why
up.
You understand our primary mode of expression. Last time I checked, there were barely any of us remaining in Snezhnaya, since most of the water imps left. Could you tell me a little bit more about your friend? There's a good chance I actually know
Is he
her.
getting called out?
And I suppose it's also kind of a way for everyone else to get to know you a little better.
Is he being caught by this? He's blanking. Okay. There's no way what he said was right.
Good grief. Are you blushing? Pull yourself together, man. Stop giggling like a teenage boy. It's revolting.
Hey, revolting is a little strong. Alright, fine. I'll admit it. That water imp friend of mine, the truth is, we're dating.
Okay.
I was just a bodyguard hired by our family. But the stars must have aligned.
And
because
we
sparks began to
are
fly between me
supposed
and their
to
daughter.
believe that?
Never in my wildest dreams did I think I'd get so lucky.
We don't need details. Just get to the point.
Are we supposed to believe that?
Okay. I'm just a little hesitant to reveal her name, that's all. You know how it is. These are delicate times. Even with me to protect her. If word gets out that she's dating a human, both the Fae and human factions will give her a hard time.
Is that true?
Really? Wait, no. That can't be.
Huh? Shram, what the devil are you talking about?
Hmm? Why is everyone looking at me like that? Surely you can understand where I'm coming from.
Is a lie. I mean, if the relationship between water imps and humans are this strained, Voidyanitsa should know, right?
Delicate times? Factions?
Yes? You know, the Civil War?
Oh.
Last time I checked, the Fae and the humans were still at each other's throats.
Interesting.
If I'm not mistaken, the last significant civil war in Snezhnaya history was over 400 years ago,
Interesting. We have the
when Her Majesty
timelines
the
merged
Tsarisha
again.
had just taken the throne and was consolidating her
This
reign.
is why we can't leave.
What do you mean, 400 years ago?
It's not from this time.
What's going on here? Is Shram from the past?
All right, Mr. Mitya, you win this round. As far-fetched as it is,
He's
it
not
appears that
from
your
this
theory may be
time.
correct.
I'm just as amazed as you are. I didn't even believe it myself, to be honest.
Is someone going to explain what's going on here?
Well, seems like Shram time traveled.
From the look on your face, you figured it out too, haven't you, Traveler?
The truth of Shram's true identity is, according to the theater's duty log, there seems to have been an extra person at his scene. 2. A letter Voidyanitsa wrote to her family but never sent. 3. A clue that has yet to surface. 4. Investigation report into the alleged theater haunting. I think this is the more clearer one. No.
That seems to be the case. Shram's the extra person.
Yeah, I don't.
But there's no way of
That's a
learning his
fair
identity
point.
from this clue.
But I mean, she's never sent a. Although. Oh, no, that would make sense why he knows it.
Votianitsa's
No,
private
okay.
letter touches upon the history of the Water Imp aristocracy's exile, but reveals nothing about Shram's identity.
So at that point,
The theater's ley lines have been modified to block souls within its grounds from returning to them. Some souls can even wander this place forever.
so is it someone who
Mr.
died
Shram's
before?
statement proves he is from hundreds of years ago. And according to the investigation report on the theater hauntings, Mr. Shram
Right,
is
yeah, I
very
forgot
likely a
those.
lost
Okay.
soul wandering the
Well,
theater.
I didn't think about that, rather. The true nature of the extra person is a soul wandering the theater. The killer will hit in the theater ahead of time. Just an ordinary ticket dodger or I personally. I mean, at that point it should be this now.
For some unknown reason, the soul that has been wandering the theater due to the ley line issues has joined our group and blended in. Yeah, that must be the immediate reason why the ticket count doesn't match the number of people present.
So we've solved that, but it still means death is near. In this case, death most likely refers to one of the recent victims, to someone who died long ago for a murder or for Lelek. I don't know. Or I mean, let's say they can't influence the real world.
The contents of the investigation report have been verified. There are indeed ley
Okay,
and
okay.
wandering souls
That
in
way
the
around.
theater. Death, like
I was thinking about picking
Mr.
murder,
Shram,
but I feel
for
like that
instance.
would not really
Death
have
is
made
near.
sense.
That must mean that there's a dead person in our midst. That's the truth, isn't it?
Yeah, the logic is clear now. The investigation report said that there would be
So
souls stuck wandering around the theater because
turns
the ley
out
lines were cut
he
off.
is apparently a dead soul from
Mr. Shram must
ages
be one such
ago.
soul who died in the theater a long time ago. In which case, that also makes him our extra person. So when the note said death is near, it must have been referring to death as in the deceased, people who died a long time ago.
Someone who died a long time ago.
In short, there's a dead
But
person among
then
us.
still, what about
extra
the
person
4
we've been
people
searching
that
for is a
just
ghost from the
died?
past.
You mean I'm a ghost? No. Don't make jokes like that, my man. There must be some mistake. But even if I was dead, I know for a fact I didn't kill anyone these past 2
Yeah,
nights.
that's still the thing.
Yeah. Even if all that's true, the report also said the souls inside the theater can't affect reality, right?
Although,
They're harmless.
based on the fact that nobody has noticed it so far, seems
Then
like
what
he
if the
blends
problem
into
isn't the souls
reality
at all,
enough.
but the ley lines themselves? The ley lines have a powerful ability to attract and devour souls. Let's say that the ley lines are like a black hole, constantly seeking to engulf souls. But the souls that don't want to return are trying to avoid being sucked in.
Oh, and that explains the black tie thing.
Why does this analogy sound so familiar?
Because like others are giving up, but they are remaining.
What happens when the black hole can't achieve its goal? I'm only speculating here, but what if it ended up swallowing innocent souls by mistake, or intentionally taking other souls to compensate?
That could explain why we weren't able to determine a cause of death. If you're right, and their souls were devoured by the ley lines.
That's an interesting
Does make some
theory.
It does seem to explain a lot of the things we couldn't make sense of. Does that mean it's true?
And I have to say, that's wild.
Except there's no concrete evidence. Mitya's relying on a lot of logical leaps. Still, it seems like the best explanation we have under the circumstances.
Alright, so how could Shram not know
Yeah,
that he's dead?
That's also a thing. How does
Seems a
he
little
not
unlikely that
remember
he
his
hasn't noticed
death?
anything unusual even after several days interacting with us.
On the contrary, it's perfectly normal for a soul to wander the theater for centuries without questioning their existence or reason for being there. It's simply what's natural for them.
Also, how he must have tried to eat something at some point. Oh,
You know what, Mr. Brainiac? I think you might actually be right after all. I'm trying to remember and... even though my head feels like it's going to explode, I think... it's all coming back to me.
oh,
I was the one who didn't want to remember my own death. So I forced myself to forget.
so he is indeed a soul that died 400 years
Well.
ago?
I'm sure those are painful memories.
My lady and I snuck out to go on a date one day. We bought tickets for the theater. It wasn't really my thing, but I was just happy to be together.
Question is how many people are around
All
then.
of a sudden, a group of people burst into the theater, shouting for all the water imps to get out, performers and audience members included. It was clear the conflict between humans and Fae had reached a boiling point. This time, the extremists were even coming after the water imps who had nothing to do with the war. I thought I could pull one over on them, so I took off my jacket, draped it over my lady, and tried to sneak out amid the chaos. But I got caught. They started shouting, calling me a traitor to humanity.
Kind of wild what happened back then, though.
It took to buy our chance to escape, no matter how many people stood in my way. I had to, both as their bodyguard and out of love.
And that's how he died in the end.
It's all right, friend. You can stop there if you want. You don't
What about
need to dig all
his
that up
imp
again.
friend, though?
It's just... Even now, I'm still struggling to accept the truth. How could I be dead? I'm sorry, everyone. If I'd known I was a dead man walking, I wouldn't have dragged you down with me. If I'm the cause of all this death, then punish me however you see fit.
I would prefer to confirm the
Mr.
theory.
Shram?
It's like there are 4 people dying. Are 4 people dead.
I refuse to be a burden. I know what I
It's
have
not
to
just
do.
1, there are 4.
You said I've been wandering the
Who
theater
are
for
the other
centuries,
3
right?
then?
I guess it's high time I got a breath of fresh air. Out there, I mean. I'll leave this place and take all this death with me.
Mr. Shram, I'm sure we can figure out a different course of action.
Yeah, I would rather have people think about
My good sir,
stuff.
we both know I'm not supposed to be here. I should have accepted my death long ago.
Because I'm still
way or
curious about the
this
other
has to
3
end.
cases. Because like,
Unless you're
if
saying this goes
everything
against
is
another one
as
of your military
explained,
principles somehow.
that would explain 1 death, not 4.
No, I'm speaking on a personal level this time.
Let it go, man. Oh, wait. One last thing. Miss Water Imp. My lover. Her name was Litia. Litia Ozarova. Do you
Watch
know
them
what
end up
happened to
being
her?
related.
Ozarova. Oh, Auntie Ozarova. That's what we all called her. I remember her as a very
They are
kind
related.
elder. She had a bunch of kids, too.
I'm so glad she survived.
Somewhat
And she had
related, I
lots of
guess.
kids? Good. That's good. I could hardly expect her to stay single just because of what happened to me, right? As long as she went on to be happy, that's all that matters. Besides, I'm dead.
Is
My
she
soul's
still
been wandering
around?
around here for so long because I was worried about her. But now, I can go without regret.
You know, is she still around?
There's no need to see me off, my friends. I've enjoyed our time together over these past few days. Perhaps we'll meet again in the next life.
You know, if she's still around, couldn't we just like... But then
Take
again,
care, my man.
But then again, we don't know what's causing the
I
snowstorm.
knew Mr. Shram was already dead, but I still feel so sad.
Death is cruel, no matter how we might try to make sense of it.
So, was the conflict between Fae and humans really that bad back then? I
It
was only
sounds
little,
like
so
it.
I don't remember much. It's terrible.
Apparently
to
it was
think that
ages
so many
ago.
innocent people had their lives turned upside down. Even the historical records about that time period don't say much about it. All people know is that the Tsaritsa founded the Fatui, drove out most of the Fey aristocracy without explanation, then used her terrifying power to suppress the humans.
Oh.
It seems to me like the Tsaritsa
That's
chose to make herself
wild.
the enemy. She downplayed the conflict, directing whatever animosity both sides had for each other at herself instead. That's also why, despite how brutal the conflict was at the time, there hasn't been much lingering tension between humans and Fae since.
Maybe we
Things
should
have been
know that
fairly
and that's
harmonious
why
for
it
the past few
happened, but
centuries.
I don't know.
So, the Tsaritsa banished the Fae to protect the Fae living in the city? She offered herself up to be hated in exchange for peace.
Maybe it's not quite as bad as it
I didn't get the
sounds.
vibe
I
that the
don't think Her
Tsaritsa is
Majesty too
hated.
concerned if mortals hate her or not. And besides, there are
At
very
least,
few
or at least I
who
didn't.
truly do.
I mean, it didn't give me the vibe that this is how how it is.
Time, I had no idea.
All right. If Mitia's theory is correct, then I think we can consider this matter settled. Let's all take a break.
Ugh, if only this blasted storm wasn't still raging on.
There must be something about a storm. Question is, what is it? Let's have a look at the photo. He's now also gone. Confirmed to be one of the deceased, he voluntarily walked into the snowstorm. One of the deceased. But who else could it be? I don't know, to be honest.
I was actually planning on hiring him as my bodyguard after we got out of here, you know. Oh, poor guy.
What is everyone going to say, actually?
Even though Shram was already deceased, his decision to walk into the snowstorm was still a sacrifice, and a very brave one.
This is one of the few times I don't feel at all happy to have my theory proven true.
Which other ones exist, actually? Who knows? Is there anyone else around? No? Okay. Well, let's... Oh, never mind. Wait, Anitza and Tonya.
Well, at least it seems like Mr. Shram stayed optimistic until the end. The information he revealed, it's given me a lot to think about.
Maybe something to use as, not experience, but like inspiration or something. I don't know.
At least the lingering regret that kept him here has been put to rest. That's not necessarily a bad thing.
Well, I guess we will find out. I do suspect that we're not done yet, but who else? Like, if somebody else dies, like, there's not really anyone left to die except those two. I think, simply from the fact that, you know, NPCs. But then again, Last Ignored died before. So, who knows?
Looks like now we can just rest until the snowstorm stops.
I doubt it.
I still can't believe Shram
I
turned out
doubt
to be
it.
a ghost who'd been in the theater for hundreds of years. To think he was dead this whole time.
I doubt we're done.
What a strange turn of events.
But the question is, who else could it be? Well, the door is right open.
Huh?
Knock, knock.
You know the door isn't closed, right? You don't have to
Knock, knock, who's there? Odette.
Think of it as a signal, then. When I'm entering someone else's room and I knock, I'm here as Odette. If I don't knock, it's Lelek.
Sure, whatever makes you happy, please come in, Miss Odette.
Thanks.
So, why did you come to find me? Is there something I can help with?
I suspect we're not done.
Vodyanitsa said you knew about my secret identity from the start. But when everyone was discussing who Lelik could be, you were worried that revealing what you knew would be unfair to me. So you kept it to yourself, right?
That's what you wanted to talk about? You just came here to thank me?
Yes. I'm extremely grateful for that.
It's nothing. I mean,
I
you
hope
didn't
nothing
what
goes
happened with
wrong with the
Senora
fact that
against
it's
me,
now
so
exposed.
I should thank you for that as well.
Actually, there's something else as well. I found myself in a situation similar to the one you were in when you helped conceal my identity.
Oh?
So I thought I'd come and ask you for advice.
Hang on. Okay, I'm honored. What's the situation?
It's about Mitya.
Oh.
Before all of this, the last time I saw him, he was dead.
Wait, what?
As I'm sure you know, my goal as Lelik was to stop Project Stuja. Well,
but
when I found
clearly
out
it's
the
not
tech
the
lead
only
for
thing.
The experiment behind Project Stuja was Mitya. I immediately started planning to track him down and threaten him to back out. I often
But
saw him around
apparently
the
he's
theater,
dead.
but I soon concluded that making my move there would risk exposing my identity. So I decided to infiltrate the Armory Palace and go directly to his lab. That way, the threat would be much more effective.
Okay, that must be basically the most classified place in Snezhnaya. If you manage to infiltrate it, you really have what it takes to be a harbinger.
Well, I suppose there was a bit of luck involved. But I am a Fatus, so I already had some familiarity with the building's layout. But when I finally made it to his lab, Mitya seemed to be dead.
So who's the Mitya that's here with us? How did you know? Are you sure he wasn't just dozing off?
I checked his breathing and his pulse. He had no vital signs whatsoever. I'm certain of that.
So that would be the second dead
another
person that's
anti-Project
walking
Stuja activist
around.
had beaten me to it, and chosen a much more brutal method. So I made myself scarce.
That's why you were so on guard around Mitya that first night here.
Right.
Yes. When I saw him sitting in the audience during the performance, I could barely contain the shock.
But
to me, it was a miracle.
But they still met up.
Somehow, he'd come back
Or was
from
it
the dead.
afterwards?
But then, the murders started happening and things got so complicated that it wasn't really
But
at
yeah,
the front of my mind.
I am confident we are not at the end of this.
That is, until Mitya himself said there must be a dead person among us. Then I couldn't ignore it any longer.
Is Mitya similar in
single Mitya out,
to Shram?
just like when everyone was suspecting Lelik.
Exactly. I thought there could be something I was missing.
Also, it would have been very extremely suspicious if she said
we
that
soon
someone's
figured out that
listening in.
Mr. Shram was a ghost, and we knew there was only one extra person, so we thought he had to be the one.
But now, it seems like there's another candidate. I understand why you kept it to yourself. There was so much information being thrown around during that discussion. Bringing up Mitya would have just introduced more confusion.
But here's the thing.
So, what do you
If
think we
Mitya
should
is
do?
dead as well. But he must have entered at this
Let me
moment.
confirm one thing first. When was it that you found Mitya
Okay,
dead?
important question, because I was about to be like, what's this after the talk or
Around
before?
a week ago, sometime in the afternoon.
Before.
A week ago? That's earlier than I thought. I saw him just a few days ago at a restaurant. That definitely would have been after you found him dead. He seemed completely normal to me, chatting with Vodyanitsa, trying to avoid Valeri.
So he was definitely alive on that day. Huh.
So that's
Well,
strange.
all I can say is I know what I saw.
Here's a thought. The reason we even suspected a dead person could be among us was because of the problem with the theater's ley
Are the
lines.
problems maybe bigger than just the theater?
But Mitya's death happened inside the Armory Palace. The ley lines affecting the theater shouldn't reach that far.
Maybe it's maybe it's Stusha.
You're right. I guess he doesn't fit
But,
the
like,
profile of the
I don't
person we were
know.
searching for.
I think the chances of it being him are very low. Surely he can't have died for real in the Armory Palace. Unless
Unless what?
he really did come back from the dead.
You're right. Do you think we need to disclose this to the others?
Well, she's already exposed herself as Lelek.
Huh, what's this? A private meet and greet?
Yeah, it definitely. Okay, okay. This is now going to be extremely interesting.
Where do I line up?
That's not what's going on here.
Is she
Well, I
going to
was
use
just
that
making the rounds.
opportunity to
Thought I'd try to lighten the mood a
immediately
bit.
tell him that?
Vodanitsa's handing out food if you're hungry.
Or it's a moment to actually have the discussion? We will see. We will see. Actually. No, okay. Unless he's just a puppet controlled by this scarf. I don't know. I seriously do not know. But what's for sure is that a snowstorm is still outside. Outside, the snowstorm continues to rage, and before you know it,
What is
night
going
falls
on with
once
this
more.
storm? Could it be connected to that monster that just arrived in Snezhnaya?
I almost hope it is. Her Majesty the Tsaritsa left to vanquish that beast herself. We just need to wait for her triumphant return.
But
do you think
surely at some
feel
point,
the
someone
cold
from
after they
Snezhnaya would have
wondering about
tried
Shram.
to walk across here.
Oh, maybe we should have
Especially the
given him a coat before he
army.
went out there.
Unless maybe the army knows that he's not alive.
Death itself is cold, isn't it? I'm sure the storm will embrace him.
Well, I hope he has a safe journey. I'm going to miss him, I think. It's not like we can blame him for Rampana and Kulish's deaths. Thinking back on it, we barely made it out alive ourselves. Once we get out of here, how are we going to explain what happened to their families?
Johnny, of course, she's probably not doing too well if she's missing her medicine.
Are you okay? Here, take this. I've never used it.
What is it? Medication? Maybe?
Thanks. Look who's Mr. Nice Guy all of a sudden. Is it because Tonya stood up for you this morning? At least you know how to return a favor.
Yeah, without Tonya, who knows how badly he would have been hurt.
I told you already, I never intended to resort
I mean,
to
who
violence.
knows? Who knows?
Duh, bunch of rascals. Little girl? I was rather surprised when you spoke up for
But
me
who
this
knows
morning.
what's going to
I
happen
didn't
to
think I
him?
had
Maybe
many
he's also
admirers here,
softening up.
so, thank
No idea whatsoever.
Oh, no need to thank me. I said some bad stuff about you too.
I've been too embarrassed to admit it, but you remind me a lot of my daughter. So kind to everyone, but never lets her old man off the hook. Unless my wife and I are having a fight, then she's always on my side. Especially when she was little. Every time I took her out, All right, easy now.
Probably
How long have you
since
had that
beginning,
cough,
I think.
Tonya?
I don't know. It's probably been a while. I'm fine.
Are you taking anything for it?
I think she is.
Yeah. I'll be fine once I see my brother. He's gonna pick some frost fairy flower leaves and brew a tonic for me. I'll feel much better once I drink that.
Does he have some
I
around?
see. That's good to hear then.
No,
We should
doesn't
probably
sound
discuss
like it.
arrangements for tonight. Now that the deceased has left our midst, there shouldn't be any more incidents.
Shouldn't.
However, out of an abundance of caution, I'll keep watch.
Shouldn't we take shifts? I can take one if needed.
No need. I managed to get a nap in earlier, so I have plenty of energy right now.
But
After all
shouldn't
the
two
tension of the
people
past
do
few
a
days,
shift?
Everyone else should just focus on getting a good
I
night's
mean,
sleep.
who knows?
What a long day. This whole situation turned out to be way more complicated than I expected.
So it turns out dead people are among us.
But Valeri's right.
Two, even.
I should just try to calm down and get some rest. The last thing I want is to give myself nightmares.
Yeah, speaking of that, mate. Guess what's going to happen again? And who will it be this time?
He's awake! Get over here, you big lug, and take a look!
If you must call me something, call me Mr. Door. The Black Mist is coming. You need to go.
Shugunov and Valeri. Uh-oh. Where are we? Black Mist? Haven't I heard that
Are you
before?
alright? Can you walk? We just got attacked by monsters on our way up. That Mr. Door fellow protected us. He just seemed to come out of nowhere. Not much of a talker, but when it comes to taking down monsters, that man doesn't hold back.
That's once again the
Mist is
Black
catching up to
Mist.
us. We need to keep going. Mr. Door, I don't believe I've ever seen you around here before. Why is that?
There's no need to try to get to know me.
Well, there's a
Just
thing
Mr.
now,
Door.
don't you?
I have to find the door that belongs to me.
Mr. Door!
Oh, door!
I can just push these ones off.
Well, anyway, we're lucky to have you here. Thanks for saving us earlier.
Oh, we have him right next to us. Okay.
This is where my duty lies.
So I doubt he's, probably Chugunov was going to die, realistically. I would expect. Okay, there we go. But the door's now closed. Annoyingly. I don't know if the Black Mist is actually coming or not. I kind of want to know that. But anyway, okay, that door closed. More enemies?
So we're doing this the first way.
Let me use the ultimate on this guy because that seems more efficient if I do that this way.
Remarkable work, Mr. Door. If I had your muscles, I'd do the same.
Cobwebs? I don't think we've had cobwebs here before.
Are none of these doors the one you're looking for?
I mean, they're also closing. No, it's certainly not coming. At least now it's not coming actively for us. Who knows? Okay, there we go. Ultimate and Valeri. There we go.
so exhausted. And the black mist is still rising. Oh. Wait, look! There's more monsters down there. Are they coming from within the black mist? No, no! They're gaining on us! Quick, keep going, or they'll be at our heels any second!
Past few times, someone at some point stayed
Mr.
back.
Door, what are you doing? We need to get out of here. They're coming!
Found it.
Found what? The door?
This is my door.
What? You mean you're going to stay here?
I am a door. This is where my duty lies.
So he meant the door for closing, not for opening.
No! You saved us. We can't leave you behind.
You must keep going. A door can only keep things out for so long. You must make haste.
But
is Valeri going?
Oh, you're right.
That would be
Let's go.
insanely
We
interesting
can't
if
let Mr. Door's
Valeri
sacrifice
ends up
be in
dying.
vain. The black mist isn't moving anymore. Looks like both the monsters and Mr. Door are gone.
What?
I didn't just imagine all that, did I?
So, Valeri just sacrificed
Surely
himself?
I wasn't so scared out of my mind that I
did not expect
hallucinated
that.
a door as a human being.
No, I remember Mr. Door too.
Oh, okay, good. There's no way we both hallucinated the same thing. Getting sleepy? Well, looks like we're safe for now. Go ahead. Let's get some rest.
And if we wake up, Valeri has died, presumably. Let's see the confirmation.
Is it morning? I think I had a nightmare.
I thought we were going to sleep in our room, to be fair.
I guess everyone's still asleep? These past 2 days have been exhausting. Valeri's keeping
Well,
watch, though, so he's
not
probably
anymore.
the only one awake. Valeri?
Check your environment. Check on Valeri. Well, clearly the only thing we can do is... He looks as calm and composed as ever. Even now, it seems as if there is no burden he couldn't shoulder. Yet around him, time seems to stand still, as if the gods, in their mercy, finally granted him a moment of respite.
Wake up! Everyone needs to wake up!
And he's gone. Okay. We're not done
Just
yet.
like the last 2 nights. No clear cause of death. I've been a real thorn in your side, haven't I, Mr. Valeri? Now you can rest in peace. But for me, life will be all the duller for not having to run away from you, my friend.
How's Tonya? Is she okay?
Oh, true,
I
she's...
just checked on her, and it doesn't seem like anything serious.
Okay,
she's
okay,
just
okay.
exhausted from the past couple
So,
of days, and she's still recovering
is...
from her illness. We
So
should let her sleep a
Valeri
bit
ended
longer.
up dying.
That means Valeri was the only one who died last night.
If Valeri was awake and keeping watch, it would have been impossible to kill him without waking everyone else up. That much is certain.
This is so frustrating. Why has nothing changed since yesterday? I thought we already dealt with the dead person causing all this.
Well, it appears there's still one
Actually,
around.
one thing has changed. There's only one victim this time, not 2. Does that mean...
There was only one victim last night instead of 2. Perhaps that was because 1. Valeri died twice in a single night? 2. Mr. Schramm was one of the people who should have died last night? 3. Valeri sacrificed himself to save someone else? Or 4. the number of victims each night corresponds to the number of the deceased around us. No, let's go with this. Option 4. It's gotta be option 4.
After the deceased Shram left, there was one less victim last night. That more or less tracks. It's a reasonable conclusion, considering the only variable that changed. The number of people who die each night is equivalent to the number of dead among us. That's your theory, right?
And we know that one
Exactly.
dead person is
We
still
identified
around.
Mr. Shram, and the night after he left, the death toll dropped from 2 to 1. By that logic, there must be one more dead person left among us.
Yep. And we know who that'll be.
Another one? But there was only one person unaccounted for in the ticket checks, right? The head count should match up now.
That's because someone died somewhere
Having an extra
else.
person was definitely a cause for alarm, but being one person short isn't nearly as unusual. Someone could have left in the middle of the show, or made it out before the storm hit.
I mean, there was the guy with the blankets, no?
One more dead person among us. If Mitya's theory is right, then what Odette told me seems a lot more relevant. It's just, at the time, we had no reason to think there was more than one dead person.
But so far it looks like there is.
If only we'd taken it more seriously as a possibility. Maybe this could have been avoided.
I'm sorry. This is my fault. I had information that could have been helpful, but I held back. I should have brought it up.
I
right
wonder
away.
I wonder how Mitya will react.
I'm partly to blame as well. I was too quick to dismiss Odette's concerns.
What is this about? What have you two been getting up to behind my back?
Sounds like there's some big news you've been keeping from the rest of us. Well, we're all ears.
Yeah, so let's see. Odette tells the group about finding Mitya dead.
I'm the dead person? Wow, that's certainly news to me.
Odette and I talked about it yesterday, but we thought it just wasn't possible, so we left it at that.
And that's when he showed up.
I don't blame you. If I'd been there, I probably would have reached the same conclusion. It just sounds too unbelievable. Let me just try and verify this. I just scoured my memories trying to think back to the afternoon Miss Odette mentioned.
See what he can find.
But I honestly have no recollection of dying. That's where I'm different than Mr. Shram.
Having seen Mr. Mitya a few days ago myself, I also find it hard to believe he could be the other dead
But
person
then what did
among us.
she say?
Well, if it isn't Mitya, then who? Do we vote on it?
If you don't mind me asking, Traveler, I believe you mentioned that you know Tonya's brother. Had you ever met her before all this?
We haven't.
No, never. Wait, are you saying...
Now just 1 minute. I know where this is going. You can't just randomly point a finger
That's
at
a
anyone
fair
you
point.
want.
We don't know about anything about his sister.
You're in the hot seat, and all of a sudden you want to divert our suspicions onto somebody else?
But the only one we
pick
know
a fight, Mr.
has
Chuganov?
some evidence of
Whenever
dying
you
is
open your mouth,
Mitya.
all you do is attack people, and I've had enough of it. If you don't want to engage in a civil discussion, you can shut up.
You little brat!
Did Mitya ask about Tonya because he suspects her? I suppose I only identified her by age, and nothing else. Could that mean...
It could.
I'm just saying.
Maybe
you're
she's
going
not
around
who
casting suspicion on
she,
people for
what
no
we
reason.
thought she
How
was.
could Tonya be dead? I can vouch for her if nothing else. I've seen her before. She's the sister of that Harbinger, isn't she? The one called Child.
Oh, really? You're telling the truth?
I mean, that's what we expected.
Since being here, I don't think I ever mentioned she was Child's sister specifically. Does Chuganov
Yeah,
actually
true. I don't
know
think
her?
I don't think he did. I don't think the traveler did.
If Chuganov can vouch for her, then it can't be Tonya either. In which case, it seems unlikely that there's another dead person among us at all.
But
Miss
still,
Odette,
what's...
Could you go over that afternoon with me one more time, when you found me dead?
No problem.
Okay, that'll be now an interesting discussion.
Huh. No matter how hard I try, I just can't remember anything about dying. But I do remember something else.
Okay,
Miss
what
Vojanitsa,
will it be?
During our last meal together, I told you how some of the researchers were suffering from temporary memory loss. Do you remember that?
Oh, yeah.
Right,
You said
and
during the progress of your experiments. You thought they were just under too
and
much
then he was
stress or
interrupted by
something.
the scarf.
Right. And even though I don't remember dying that day, I'm pretty sure I experienced something like amnesia. Some of my memories from that afternoon are missing.
Which I kind of believe that would not be right,
Are
at
you
least for
suggesting
him.
you're missing the memory of your...
Of course, how am I only just realizing this? Humans aren't necessarily aware of their own death.
But what caused it?
You mean being silently assassinated, or dying in your sleep? Situations like that?
The researcher's amnesia. Suddenly it all makes sense. I must thank you, Odette. I think your perspective just helped me reach a breakthrough on a series of issues that have been troubling me for quite some
Can
time.
he explain?
All right. It's decided then.
I would want him to
the
explain what
one to
he's
leave today.
thinking about. I mean, the scarf would probably shut him up, but no,
Leave.
we need info.
Hey, wait a minute.
We
Aren't you
need
rushing
info.
into this? What if you're wrong? You'll pay with your life.
Come on, kid. Aren't you gonna fight for your life?
No,
This
we
seems
need
like
info.
a rash decision.
I have other reasons beyond what's been discussed. In fact, thinking back, I remember during Miss Odette's performance, while I was sitting in the audience stalls, a brilliant new idea for my research popped into my mind. But then, my train of thought suddenly cut off. I can't remember it now at all, and I didn't take any notes. I guess that must be another instance of temporary amnesia.
No. Hold on. I see where you're going with this. You're suggesting that each instance of temporary amnesia is a death,
But-
right?
So that would mean he died multiple
There's a
times,
glaringly
but
obvious flaw in that idea, no? How can one person die so many
yeah,
times?
I don't...
I believe Miss Odette's account. During the period where my memory is blank, I must have been either dead or in a similar state. All it would take is for the same thing to happen in the theater, and I would come under the effect of the ley lines in this vicinity. This increases the likelihood of me being the deceased, does it not?
I don't know.
But
That's the thing, I don't know.
There's no evidence to suggest that anyone other than me is a candidate for the deceased. So allow me, as a scientist, to treat this as an experiment. Please relax, everyone. I don't think things are as bad as they may seem. If I really am the deceased, then to leave the theater will be a relief for me. If, on the other hand, I'm still alive right now...
Also, why are we still
Well,
stuck in this snowstorm? There's
apparently
something
you've
up
all
with
witnessed my
that as well.
resurrection recently anyway. Who's to say I won't return from the dead again this time?
Mitya's right. This is the only thing we can try right now. I think he's deliberately downplaying the gravity of the situation, though. He probably doesn't want to burden everyone.
What is a scientist if not someone who gambles on experiment after experiment in an attempt to obtain the truth?
Well, except this one would technically mean the death.
With this snowstorm, the ley line phenomenon, ghosts of the dead, and my amnesia...
So, I'm
we've
not
been
sure about
paralyzed
that
by
one,
not
to be
knowing
honest.
And powerless to do anything about it. It's a terrible feeling.
So... I don't know. I
But if I do
don't
get
know what it
resurrected,
could be.
You can be sure that I'll come back with the truth of all this. Just you wait.
But Mitya leaves in the end either way, and the scarf waves goodbye. As night falls, the theater is filled with heavy silence. More than half of the group is gone since you first arrived here. Beyond the loop. Interesting. But I do unfortunately think this is probably a good time for me to leave off. This one's very interesting. I think I want to continue directly on Tuesday. So, either way, thank you very much for watching. If you enjoyed the stream, then you know what to do. Leave a like, follow, subscribe, and that stuff. Next stream will be on Tuesday. That'll be once again Genshin, because I just want to complete this. And I'm really excited to figure out what is the cause of all of this. I think that'll actually be really interesting. Either way, thank you very much for watching, and I wish you a very great rest of your day. I'll see you on Tuesday.